And we are live. I wonder if we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up, shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards and the school teachers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Whatever your job description is, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wish good for others as much as you wish good for yourself. You're a good person. Shout out to you. Someone that can't prosper because you secretly wish bad for others while wishing good for yourself, and it manifests in the physical, and that's why you can't move forward in life, or that's why you're stagnant or struggling, and your dreams are not being fulfilled because you genuinely don't practice this. Wish good for others as much as you wish good for yourself, and leave it right there. All right. Manners and respect to everybody tuning in this morning. Thank you for being here. Today is the 30th of April, 2025, and we are happy to be here. Feeling good, feeling alive, and feeling well blessed this morning. Yeah. All right. I was kind of worried just now because 20 seconds in, 30 seconds in, nobody was in. All right. We have almost 200 people in already. Good. Just a warning before anything. Those of you who tune in daily, you know how the thing go already. Spectrum been dealing with us kind of weird. They have their own issues going on. So in case, just in case, I hope it doesn't, but just in case the live cut, just give me like 15 minutes. I'll come right back because I'm going to keep going unless we have a smooth show all the way to the end. If we don't have a smooth show all the way to the end, I will be right back and I will continue the show on another video. All right, just a heads up. Because sometimes the live cut and everybody go away. We get the live cut with over 1,000 people in here and only like 400 of them come back because people expect, say, you know, the live cut, so I'm gone about in business, but we actually come back. All right, please hit the thumbs up button as you enter the live. Thank you, Audrey Wright, for saying that. Please hit the thumbs up button as you enter the live. We appreciate that greatly. We have a couple of things to talk about this morning, you know. First of all, hope everybody is doing well. Bad Dolly 261 is in the house. Jay Robinson, Reggae Girl, is here also. Marilyn Grant, all the way from the UK. Thank you for being here, Karen Notice. First person in this morning was Mervyn Point, Jamaica. Kerr, big up yourself, my brother. Thank you for being here. Great goodies. Audrey says, morning fam and present teacher. Missy Bram Bram is right there. DR is here. Naisha is also with us this morning. Nance, big up yourself. Senior Sexy. Lil Red Gucci is in the building. Sharon Spence is in the building. Missy Brown Brown says, like up the live as you come in, which means hit the thumbs up button for us, please. Elaine Brown is here with us this morning. Morning, Elaine. Marilyn Grant says, good morning, SouFLo and everyone on this platform. And please like the live, waving that British flag all the way from the UK. Lisa Watkins, thank you for being here as well. All right. If I never call your name, you know how that go already. Simon G, late to the class, but it's all right. Thumbs up and everything is good. Reggae Girl says, Mervyn, you're not going to work. All right, listen. Where do we start? We have Koffee. Koffee is back. My question is Koffee forgiven? Do you like her new project? Koffee is back. Koffee dropped a new project called Koffee yesterday. And I have my own take on that as well. I was going to start off playing the song with the video, but I'm pretty sure that Koffee's music is heavily copywritten, even though we could have just start out with it and then cut it off at the beginning when we edit the live to post it. Another Jamaican was gunned down on TikTok live yesterday. That Jamaican that was gunned down, his name is Baba Skang. And Baba Skang is the son of a popular, famous reggae singer. And he was gunned down on TikTok live yesterday. That's our second topic. Autopsy reveals that Adriana Young died by drowning. This is coming out of Guyana. She died by drowning and that there were no signs of sexual assault. I call this a lying autopsy, and I had somebody write me quite a lengthy letter from Guyana saying they had their own run-ins with the people who own that facility, that establishment, that hotel, and that they were beaten and dragged in front of all the other employees, and nobody did anything. And it's kind of like they have money and they are with the police, get buy off. Typical story of the Caribbean. Police is bought off, law enforcement is in their pocket, they're friends with government officials, doctors, and so on and so forth. So don't be surprised that the autopsy says what it says, so on and so forth. We're going to get into that. And then we have the Noel Maitland case update. Donnelly Donaldson. Remember when Donnelly Donaldson first went missing and all the stuff was coming out? I said this is going to be like a 9-day, everybody talk about it, and then it gets swept under the rug or it disappears because we'll move on to more salacious and more exciting things that are more current. It happens. Haven't heard anybody say justice for Donna Lee in a long time. But over here, when we follow a story, we normally follow the story from beginning to end, right? That's why we always say, hit the subscribe button, but hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you are notified every time a new video goes up or if a update goes up to one of the stories we have covered in the past, because we keep up with the story them actually for real. Seeing how come them did a search, she wasn't in the pool. Well, here what, Audrey? You choose where we start off this morning, and we're going to start off there. Are we starting off with Koffee is back? Are we starting off with Baba Skang gunned down on TikTok? Are we starting off with the autopsy? Or are we starting off with Donnelly Donaldson, Noel Maitland? You have 60 seconds to go, and go. And Audrey is right out the gate with autopsy. And we're waiting for more. Let me sip my orange juice. I'm tired. Oh, we got 2 autopsy, 1 Donnelly. All right, time is running. Once we have 2 up there, we're going to go with what's there. All right, we have 3 autopsies. All right, nothing else, just the 3 autopsy. We're halfway there. 30 seconds to go. All right, more autopsy. Autopsy. We have 1 TikTok, Justin Brown. 35, 38, 39, 40. We have 20 seconds to go. We're almost there. And I feel very participative this morning. The people them just sit down there looking, coming like one time them at the concert at Jamaica. You ever travel to Jamaica for a concert? It's gonna be autopsy, Donnelly. All right. Thank you for your non-participation. The people in Jamaica are like this. When the artists get on the stage and artists like, wave your hand like this here, the people them. I never pay my money if you come here come exercise. I tell me, boy, wave hand like this and wave like this. Me tired. Sing. I sing, me come here for hear you sing. They boring as hell. They stamping the people them concert like this. dress up and look good and go out, we got turn up like so. When you see the same artists them perform in Europe and all that, when them say move like this, the whole crowd wave like so, it look like a ant's nest get mashed. In Jamaica, see them here? I want somebody up front, go so. 2 times. Go so, hand in the ear, go so, nobody move. I saw on the stair this morning. It's all right. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. Get over the hump. I'm here too. I'm tired as hell too. I woke up, went to the gym, ran a whole 1 hour straight on the treadmill. I forget into my fitness, and then did some weight training after and came back and took my shower and been working on 3 projects before we even start this morning thoughts. So I'm tired already too. I've done what most people do in 8 hours already for the day, but I'm not dead. All right. Give thanks for life. You're here. Let me tell y'all something. Anytime you start feeling like, oh, I don't really feel like it, just remember, say you got the chance to do it, okay? Just remember you have the chance to do it and somebody else don't. All right. With that said, we're going to go into the autopsy because the three people them were choose autopsy. Everybody else was sitting there watching. 485 people was just sitting there just looking. So we're going to start with the autopsy. So a little girl went missing recently. She was then found, and after she was found floating in a pool. We saw the video. The video made its rounds on social media. Cause you know how we stay already. We love share them kind of video there cause we get all excited. Somebody dead, it's entertainment. So we share the video, those get more likes and views than anything else. Try have a decent conversation and see if it go far. Tell them say somebody dead and see how much people show up. How happen? Lord God Jesus. So we're trauma bonding and we're doing all that stuff. Anyways, pathologists have concluded that Adriana Young, the 11-year-old girl whose death shocked the nation, died by drowning, and also that her body showed no signs of sexual assault. Attorney Darren Wade, who is representing Adriana Young's family, confirmed that pathologists concluded that the child drowned and that they found no evidence of broken bones or fractures on her, and that the marks that were observed on her body were consistent with those typically seen in drowning victims. Before I even read any further, cut the shit. Pardon my language, but stop the friggery. This is an insult to everybody else's intelligence. I saw the video. I saw the video from different angles because it's about 3 of the videos there. There's one video out where the woman alone jumps in the pool. There's another video where the man jumps in the pool. There's another video where she's just seen floating in the pool, and then she's pulled from the pool and laid on the side of the pool. Somebody videoed her entire body. I've seen people drown before, and both of their knees were not skinned. Like all the skin is gone from her knees. I specifically saw both her knees. All the skin was gone from both her knees, which would kind of look like you were either kneeling down on a floor somewhere and being dragged across a floor somewhere on your knees, or being forced on your knees and pressure applied to where your knees would rub the floor or a carpet or something like that. So this is not consistent with, you know what, if I was that family, I would get rid of that damn lawyer because he is obviously not in your best interest either. These are one of the things here that in the Caribbean, you could find yourself caught up because everybody is connected. So the hotel owners are prominent people, and they know politicians, and they know police, and the leaders of the police, the highest ranking police, and then they know your attorney as well, and they get behind the scenes and have meetings without you there. Make this go away. I would have preferred for that attorney to be an advocate for that family. That attorney is not a dummy. That attorney is an intelligent person. That attorney should simply say, what they're telling us, I don't agree with. 2 knees skinned. All the skin gone from the 2 knees is not consistent with every drowning person. I've never seen that on any drowning person. He further noted that the pathologist conducted a thorough and extensive examination going beyond the standard procedures that are typically carried out in such cases. Yeah. The legal representative also revealed that the medical experts were initially prepared to brief the media and respond to all questions regarding the autopsy. However, he said that concerns over public disorder and threats to their safety forced them to abandon that plan. So the media, they did not bother speaking to the people owing to the lawlessness outside. They were scared for their lives, and the people them did not carry on well bad. It's a lot of people. They showed up, they showed out. They were still throwing bottles and rocks and, you know, carrying on with themselves as they should. The autopsy was being conducted by international forensic experts who were brought on by the government. Dr. Glenn A. Rudner from Mount Sinai Hospital, New York, and Dr. Shubhakar Kara Paul, pathologist from Barbados, as well as Dr. Gary L. Collins, chief medical examiner for the state of Delaware, upon request of Adriana's family. Now, on receiving the news, Adriana Young's father, in denial of the news, told reporters, "They say she drowned, and there's no results for me. I saw him. He broke down crying. He couldn't even speak. Pathologists said that further tests will be conducted to determine the fluids in her body." You know, she could have been drowned somewhere else and then placed in the pool, right? Right. So kind of like if the pool has chlorine water, but they found clear running like water from the pipe or bathtub in her lungs that caused her to drown, it would tell them that she was drowned somewhere else and then placed in the pool kind of thing. But it still doesn't explain to me the marks on her knees. So the findings come amid heightened public interest and unrest surrounding the circumstances of Adriana's death. Earlier today, protesters gathered outside the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation's mortuary where the autopsy was being conducted. Eventually, riot squad police reported to the scene where protesters flung projectiles, bottles, and stones, and the police fired pellets back at them, even injuring some of the people in that crowd who were gathered there. So far, that's the lie finding. The lie finding is that there was nothing wrong with the little girl. She just drowned in that pool. Now, if you remember correctly, right, they did a thorough search after she went missing. It was in the middle of the night. Her grandmother realized that she was missing. That's kind of weird by itself. But then they searched all the rooms in the hotel, and they searched the hotel grounds, and they searched the pool multiple times because she was in the pool last seen with her siblings. She wasn't in the pool when they searched before. However, the next day, when they went to do another search of the premises, there she was in the pool. And I still feel like somebody in the hotel had her. And I also want to know what happened to the report of her disappearing in a car. Because the original report has her disappearing in a car. It said she took off in a car, and they gave the car license plate and everything. I want to know what happened to that also. Kind of like how dude wife gets shot in the bed next to him, but him never hear or see nothing. Yeah, right, says Audrey. Exactly, Audrey. Exactly. The politician man from Jamaica whose wife got shot to death in the bed next to him while he slept soundly, claims saying never hear nothing or see anything. His service weapon was connected to hers, and you actually have people. Our people are weird, you know. And I'm not just talking about Jamaica, I'm talking about right through the Caribbean. When you have something like this happen, you actually have people who will say, somebody has set him up so floor. Somebody break in him house, find him personal weapon, use it to kill his wife, and sneak back out of the house. You don't have to wonder if some people have sense. You hear that? Somebody has set him up because of land. Remember the last conversation we had when they were like, yeah man, because of land, because she own whole heap of land, and because they want the land. So them set him up with him personal weapon and kill her right next to him, and him never hear nothing. And leave the weapon in the house to frame him and left unseen, unheard. Boy, you know, I said it before, I say it again, shout out to these people from Guyana, because that used to be how Jamaica was. They're not going to get any justice for this little girl. I'll just put it out there right now. We're here, they're there, we can't do nothing about it. I'll tell you what's about to happen. They're not going to get any justice for that little girl. The pathologist has already rendered their report. It says what it says. It's just going to be swept under the rug from here on forth. She drowned somewhere. She drowned in the pool. We just never, you all just didn't see her when you were searching, but there she is, and that's what happened. Next time, watch your picnic them better, is what they're going to say. She was under her grandmother's watch, right? And her grandmother was watching her and her siblings. They're going to frame that however way they want to frame it. What I think really happened to that little girl, I think she was lured. She was lured, coerced, sexually abused, and murdered. That's what I think happened to her. Asarin Odetta says the pathologist already collected them pay. Yeah, it's obvious. It's obvious. She, in my opinion, she was lured away, sexually molested or abused, and murdered. That's what happened. That's more along the lines of what happened to her. Sad, so sad, and even more sad is that nothing will come of it. Nothing will come out of it. So that's that. And that's the update, and that's all the update we can give you. I wish I could give you an update that says the license plate that they first reported in the car that they first said that she disappeared, they saw her go in and leave in, they found the car, and they found the individual, and they found some of her stuff in the car, or they found her DNA in the car, she was there, or they have a person of interest in custody. I wish that was the finding, but the finding just cut dry. That's to tell you, say it's done. Pathologist said she drowned, and all the marks on her body are consistent with drowning victims, which is a lie. It's a lie. Y'all seen people drown before? When you see them two knees skin off, them two knee chip up. Y'all, I'm sure y'all have seen drowning bodies before, or drowned bodies before. Have y'all ever seen consistently their knees chip up, skin up? Sad, man. Sad. You know, when y'all poor people pick me in a boy, and in this world, anything can happen to you, and no justice. When your poor people pick me in this world, anything can happen to you and no justice. There, what them have? Prime Minister? Is our Prime Minister? Them have our President. I think he's our Prime Minister, right? Well, whatever he is, he said he will leave no stones unturned. And he will give all resources that are needed. Spare no resources to get to the bottom of this and find out the truth. And just like that, in a few days, it's done. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. It's messed up, but those who are from the Caribbean and understand corruption in the Caribbean, that's why I'm telling you, say, no. There's only one way to do it. It's to elevate yourself and elevate your family and your family's status. Because those are the only people who get away with stuff in the Caribbean, and those are the only people who are actually truly protected in the Caribbean. Andrew Holness' children, wife, sister, brother, whoever he cares for, highly protected. And if you touch one of them, I guarantee you they're going to find out who it is. You name them, not just him, because he's at the pinnacle. And I'm just using Jamaica, for example, but I could use any Caribbean island. Any big business leader or big investor or big CEO of any big company or any prominent individual in that society, their children are good. Picnic can walk down the road, go commit murder, kill one of your picnic. I bet him get away with it. When y'all seeing rich people kids in Jamaica go to prison, let's use Jamaica for example. When have you ever seen a wealthy person in Jamaica, children, any of their children go to prison for an extended period of time? The first one I saw the other day and is the guy who owned the printing press and all the other something them who him own, whose son just could not avoid that. The one that they were saying, oh God, look on him skin look soft, him not look like him might go survive in a prison. Him, the one that kidnapped his girlfriend at the University of the West Indies campus, held her hostage for days, used the iron, plug in the iron, heat it up, brand her with the iron all over her body, including in between her thighs, her buttocks, all that, because she was cheating on him, beat her up, all that, because the video came out, which we saw the video. We saw a video of her doing the do. She was intercoursing with somebody else, and that video circulated back to him. And him and her were supposed to be an item, right? And him couldn't take it. He recently got, I think he got sentenced. He recently got sentenced. We covered it. But for him, daddy not so prominent. But even him, he'll be out soon. He'll be out soon, and he's one. We go back to the Kajil Mays story, and the young man father tell himself, fly out of the island. No, go straight to the airport, get out, leave. Imagine having that kind of pull. Your son does something, you just tell your son, say, yo, him call you, him say, daddy, I messed up. I'm in foreign, right? Him in Jamaica, daddy, I messed up. Something happened. What happened? Tell me what happened now. And him say, daddy, XYZ. And you say, listen, just go straight to the airport right now. Go on the airport. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yeah, bless yourself, SouFLo. All the way from Switzerland, I take you in, my boss.
Manners and respect, family. What go on?
Oh, I'm there. I love you, you're my boss. You always keep up to the thing. You understand?
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Just give a shout out. We say, me appreciate the job, my boss. Keep up the job. You see me?
Wait, how the Switzerland stay? It's cold right now?
Why not? We have this. Yeah, no, this week, last week it was raining. This week we have good weather. Next week is going to be raining again.
But it's relatively low crime rate and these kind of things where you're at, not true?
Yeah, you can so far you can go anytime of night. People can go walk them dog anytime of night, no problem.
So I've heard.
Yeah, man,
what you doing over there, sir? I'm curious. What you doing over there, sir?
A lot of people say that. A lot of people ask me the same thing. I mean, my ex-wife still meet her Jamaica still, and about 17 years old about,
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But the marriage never lasts, but you and Switzerland lasting.
You see it?
Well, all right, sir. All right, my brother.
I get 2 youth. I get 2 youth anyway still, so that was the thing about the marriage,
All right. Well, go and enjoy life here, sir, in a safe place. Big up
man,
yourself.
blessing you, pa.
Manners and respect.
Bless.
All right.
Every time. Cool.
Yeah, me and she never lost, but me and Switzerland is lasting. It happens, So it goes still. Wait there. Yellow caller all the way from Switzerland. Mr. Bram says, sound like a Rasta man. Boy, J. Robinson, no, he's not a Rasta man. Actually, he's a suit and tie guy. He's a suit and tie, shiny boot guy. If you follow Pum go all the way to Switzerland, Andre. Andre not easy, Andre said, the man follow Pum go all the way to Switzerland. When it good, you will follow it all around God green earth. I tried to tell you, I end up in some place where people are asking, where you do up here, so you're kind that you're the only one up here. So I saw African man with you know how the Eskimo people look? You know how the Eskimo people look? I saw African man. He's from, I don't want to lie because y'all might run across the damn documentary. The documentary is called The Coldest Place in the World to Live. And I'm talking about, like, if you spit, the spit freeze mid-air and I want long sitting on ice before it even hit the ground. Like it's that cold. There's an African man that lived there, and there was a reporter that who is also from Africa, that went all the way there to go interview him. Like, what are you doing here? I think he was from Ghana or Kenya or one of them places. He was like, what are you doing way out here? And he said, well, my wife, his wife, the off screen, and the camera pan to his wife, and his wife looked like how the Eskimo people look, but they're not. It's not in Alaska. It's somewhere else. That's the coldest place in the world, Siberia, something like that. And he's like, yes, and I've been here for 14 or 15 years. So they were asking him, how do you go from such warm, where you come from is hot, and you've been living here. What made you stay here? He said, well, the wife. Well, I'm laughing because he's the only black person there. And they ask him about that too. How is it here being you're an African man, of dark hue? How is it life here for you? He said, the people here they treat me like family. I'm surprised. I actually thought he's very well spoken too. He said, I actually thought that I was going to run into issues but I haven't. They actually treat me like family. While out there, so which part them live, you have to treat anybody like family because that's all you have out there. Ain't too many people rushing to live out there. It is cold. It is cold. They put on about 5-6 layers of clothes on a regular day, and they don't get like summer. It stays cold like that all year round, which is crazy. Yeah, so him Fala Pum Pum from hot Africa. Actually, he said they met in somewhere in Europe. He was traveling, she was traveling, and they met traveling, and they've been together since. Like, this my person kind of thing. We said, Ja. Hold on there. I hate when this phone does this. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
You hear me?
Yeah, man, I can't hear you. What going?
Yeah, big up to you people them there.
Man,
Today on Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Week start and it almost done already.
The week start and done.
Yeah.
Mm.
If any people from Ghana listen, big up to the Guyanese people, work with few of them before and have a good experience with them,
Same.
People with vibes and things. I don't know the Caribbean things that are when they book up on Caribbean people. Basically the same,
Yeah, true.
Just a little bit different accent and different food, whatever the case is, right?
Same, true.
But good experience with them and never really know, so I saw them kind of not, I wouldn't say rebellious.
Militant. The militant.
Militant,
Yeah, they're militant.
And I've watched videos on Guyana before. I don't know if you know this YouTuber named Chris Muslis. Him travel a couple Caribbean countries.
Yes.
Yeah, and I see him go Guyana and him interact with the people, and they're lovely people. And to tell you the truth, so far, right? It's a country of a small population, as we all know, right?
Right.
And you look at what happened and the stance that they're taking, right? And you look at a country like Jamaica with about 3 million people.
Right.
And we've had so many cases in Jamaica similar to what Guyana just experienced.
And we never had an uproar like that.
And we have never had anything to that magnitude where we go there and ask the government for reform. And one reform for me would be, I remember seeing an article a couple years ago where the question was being asked whether or not Jamaica should make the sex registry public to the people of the country.
Right.
And oftentimes you look at cases in America, right? Where individuals with sexually assault a child or whatever the case is. This is like back in the days, for example, right? Where you realize that this is a repeat offender. And what happened was that a lot of people, they wouldn't have been aware that this person would have committed such crimes previously. Because at that time, back in the days, so things now go as public or,
Right.
Things are just different back then. And that is where reform come, where they would have said, all right, then, if you commit this crime in terms of assaulting a child or whatever the case is, it is going to be public, it is going to be on a record. So when you live in this, or if you're going to live in one area, you can't live near no school, you can't live near no daycare, right? All these different respective things. And in Jamaica, for example, SouFLo, you have a lot of kids, right, who they end up in these situations where, them get assaulted or whatever by men. And these men or these monsters live amongst us
Same way.
every day. We interact with them every day. Some of them are taxi driver, some of them are truck driver, some of them are teacher. Some of them are repeat offenders, and the public, they are not aware of these things. Some of them live within the vicinities of schools, basic school, primary school, high school.
Some of them live in the same community as the victims. There are cases. We'll talk about this before, right? Hold on. I like where you're going with this too. I'm glad you brought this up because some of them actually went to prison, did time, came out, and moved back right next door to the victim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember this particular case where there was this young girl in a community. To be honest, SouFLo, there's so many to not remember if you can remember, right?
Yeah.
And then again, all of them were effort to this. Them family basically hide them. So I not even can remember vividly how to even remind you of this case because all of them is similar where them do something and the family hide them off, you know?
And there have been so many.
Man where the girl you get found at the bush and his sister or somebody from the family hide him off, you know? And police they don't find him. This is less than maybe 3 years ago or so, you know?
But yes, man, I remember it, man. I remember it.
Yeah. All of them are basically similar. Where again, me not even can know if to describe it.
It was the females in his family that was hiding him. You see that same one? You see that same one? The community was looking for him, right? And them end up kill the wrong person. Them kill a brother that was walking down by a riverbed that was of unsound mind, right?
Yeah,
and
that one.
Right. Yeah, I remember, man.
Yeah. So even as I said, you have a lot of them who go to prison, they serve time, and they come out and they're repeat offenders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And oftentimes with criminals, they're more than likely to repeat. We've seen it on multiple occasions, you know. A petty thief, himself a look 30 days in jail, him come out, and then instead of being a petty thief now, he might go start breaking house and become big thief, you know?
Right.
He'll probably kill somebody.
So watch this. Having the sex registry in Jamaica, right? I said on the video that we covered this topic on, I said the sex registry in Jamaica should be made public. You know how many Jamaican people actually accost me and talk about where you try endanger the people them, get the people them killed. Because you know some man go hunt them and kill them. And I'm like, what? And not only them, politicians in Jamaica argued that this will lead to further violence. So I said,
the security minister.
I think it was the security minister said it will lead to further violence. Right. So I'm saying, what? That should be a deterrent then. If you know that you rape picnic or woman around here or anybody, and you get put on that sex registry, that it's likely that vigilante type of people are gonna find you and do away with you. Maybe you won't do it in the first place. How about thinking of it as a deterrent? Them think backwards, my friend. Them think of it as, oh, there will be more violence because, you know, people will go hunt them down and stuff. So there is a sex registry in Jamaica. I found out about that, but it is kept private.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my last point to that is that, you know, that should be something that would protect women and children in Jamaica where, okay, if I'm going to hire somebody, I must be able to have, you know, a public record of this individual.
Right.
Because if I own a daycare, surely I don't want to hire somebody who is a offender or who did something, you know, whatever bad to a child. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, we're really, you know, regressing as a country. We're not really progressing. And I would want to say that hopefully this situation in Ghana would be a wake-up call to Jamaica, but I know that it will not be a wake-up call because we have seen this on multiple occasions. And that's all I'm going to say, you know?
All right, my brother.
But big up to the Guyanese people, man. Big up to the Jamaican people, then.
For sure. Manners and respect, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Very, very valid point. I'll even bring up one more. I think me and Shakira did a video about this long ago. There are so much not even about women and children being able to protect themselves, right? If your little daughter have a pepper spray, she has an illegal weapon. Mind you, know, a little girl can't really fight off no big grown man who decides say more take her away, you know. A pepper spray might give her an advantage, you know what I'm saying? They spray, I think they spray up to 14 feet at least. They have some that go up to like 27 feet. That means from a distance, you can actually stop a predator, stop somebody who is coming to harm you, right? Then make it illegal. So them can't even, the woman them can't even carry a pepper spray upon them to say protect themselves. So they can't even carry a pepper spray or mace, a can of mace to protect themselves. You're carrying an illegal, forbidden, prohibited weapon. There is a sex registry, but the sex registry is not made public. So you are, those same type of people are among you, praying among you, looking around, seeing who's to be their next victim, and they don't even get a heads up from their government that these people are around them. One just moving right next to you because you have two girls you're raising, and that was his only reason to move in next to you, and you don't even know it. And your government could have told you this, and you don't even know it. Right here where I'm at right now, I can simply go to the sex registry, look up in my community, and see who here in this community has been charged with any type of sex crimes and where exactly they live. It will land me right at their doorstep. It gives you a picture of them. It gives you a picture of, it tells you exactly what their address is, everything. In Jamaica, uh, our leaders have said they can't do that because they respect the lives of the molesters and the rapers, and they are protecting them so nothing bad not happen to them. If it makes sense to you, then it makes sense to you. It just don't make no sense to me, right? Those idiots, and they cannot protect you. Them can't protect you either, right? It's the same way. We're backwards in a lot of ways, and it's not because I want to talk bad about the country. It's because we are backwards in a lot of ways. Like, for instance, if you go to the FLA and you say, listen, I need a firearm. Here's my background check. I'm a law-abiding, tax-paying citizen. I don't have anything, not even a traffic ticket me never get yet. Me a good somebody. Me have my family to protect. I have my children I'm raising. I have my business I need to protect, XYZ. They will look at you a lot of the times and tell you, say, you're good, man. You don't need no protection. You're all right. You're not in danger or nothing. That's weird. How do you get to tell me if I'm in danger or not? Looking at the entire Jamaica, everybody is in danger. Am I wrong or right? Everybody is in danger. One time gone in Jamaica, there were crimes in certain areas and certain places. We know, say, them place they're safe, you know. Nothing happen up there, so you know. Them place they're nice, you know. Not again. Now it's everywhere. Name the safest place. Run inside a gated community. It happens everywhere. So everybody needs some kind of protection, right? And if you go, they will look at you and tell you, you're safe, man. You don't really need no protection. I keep using this one case as an example. The Chinese family and their son. And the son applied to the FLA couple of times and get rejected couple of times because gunman kept on holding up their grocery store and robbing them. When the FLA rejects you, this is where I learned this from, that when they reject you, they give you a reason why you were rejected. The last reason they give him why he was rejected, this is after their grocery store had been robbed at gunpoint multiple times. The last reason they gave him why he was rejected was, you're not in danger. That's it. You're not really in danger. That's the one where they killed his mom and his dad on camera. And I'm telling you, the video was gruesome. And he got his rejection from the FLA like about a week or 2 weeks before that exact situation happened to his family. You know, we're backwards in a lot of ways, man. A lot of ways. Here in the US, you don't need all of that. Them do your background check. You don't have a criminal record. You're a law-abiding, tax-paying citizen. Okay, you have the right to bear arms and protect yourself. Here. Sita. Hi, girly. Are you ready? Yes. Yeah. I love you. You smell good too. Mommy put a lotion on me. Mommy put a lotion on you? Mm-hmm. Let Daddy take a phone call real quick. Who is that? Who's calling? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, my brother.
Morning, family. How you doing?
I just want to say one thing. The politician won't do it because a lot of them are the same predator.
So they're basically protecting themselves.
Yeah, that's all I want to say. Man, I love your show.
All right, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. Wow. Hear what? Little Milani is here, and she is gonna do her what's this called?
Outfit check.
She's gonna do her outfit check. She shows you what she wears to school every day, and today she's gonna show you what she's wearing to school today. You got your nails done?
Yeah.
Mommy did your nails?
And my mommy did my toes.
And your mommy did your toes too?
Mm-hmm.
Girl.
My real toes.
Your real toes. All right, come. Let's show off your outfit. Naya TV says they're ready. You see all those hearts?
Mm-hmm.
You see them?
I can see a pink heart.
And the red hearts and the pink hearts. All right, here we go. Oh, you're getting heavy, girly. Because you're growing.
Because I'm growing just like Kai.
Because you're growing like Kai. You're getting big and more beautiful and more beautiful and ooh, she heavy.
I'm heavy right now.
You heavy right now? So this is what we're dealing with today. Let's show off the outfit, mommy. What's that? Oh, that's not a unicorn. Yes, it is. That's a unicorn. A brown unicorn. Daddy holding you.
Yeah.
With a pretty flower bed with these flowers hanging off the shirt. Actually, like 3D print. You know, very girly stuff. I like your jeans. And of course, you got to show your boots. I think these are her favorite shoes now. Yeah. Show your shoes, mommy.
These are my shoes.
These are your favorite shoes now? They can't see those. You got to bring it back into the picture. You gone too far. Come back. There you go. Come back some more. There you go. I think these are her favorite shoes now. Y'all wear them all the time now. These your favorite shoes now?
Yeah.
Yeah, but our favorite shoes now, them now? Your shoelace needs to be tied properly. It's hanging over. Let me tie your shoelace. And then we can... your mommy tie these. So, want me to teach you how to tie a shoelace, babe? Alright, so. Ooh, they put a lot of lace on these shoes. You can't lead cold with them, Lisa. Alright. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright. Alright. Say bye to everyone. Oh, you gotta show us the pretty face first. Pretty face, pretty face. Beautiful smile. Pretty eyes. Then you gotta show off the pretty hair. All natural and beautiful. You gotta show off the pretty face some more. Oh, the pretty face some more. Oh, girl. Those eyes. I love you, Milani.
Love you.
Give me my love up.
What's in here?
My stuff. Go and go your business. Go have a good day. Tell the people have a good day.
Have a good day, guys.
Oh, there you go. I love you, mommy. I'll see you later, okay? All right, daddy come pick you up later. Don't mess up your hair.
Can you and mommy pick me up?
I can pick you up. Mommy is gonna be gone. I'll see you soon. All right. All right. All right, here we are. Back to what we had talked about. Big up on yourself, and thank you for entertaining her for that little bit of time there. Get her like a moment. Seeing? So, Flo, you sound so proud. I am. I'm proud of our mother and the way she takes care of her. And I'm proud of her and how she's growing and all that. And I'm proud of me for being a good dad because I try really hard to be. And I'm proud of, me just proud. I can't go on board kind of thing what I'm proud of, right? Then I'm going to say, well, look on him, selfish team just full of himself. Always a chat about himself. I might make somebody angry, so let me stop with the proudness. Blue chips, daddy. I saw. Our babies are very important. We love it. Absolutely, Naya TV lifestyle. Absolutely. All right, babe. You know, go ahead, Jim. You are rotted. Baby, you don't have exam. Okay. Okay. You do that. Me could have de-stress you, yes, I know. Yeah, but it's all right. All right. She so she got to drop the daughter to school, and then she have to go do an exam this morning. I was doing her flashcards with her earlier to keep her on point, you know. But she said she needs to de-stress because apparently it's stressful. I tell her some could have de-stress all right, that's but she want to lift weights and run on treadmill, so I guess that's more de-stressing. Me I try a thing, me I try a thing. I was trying to help both of us at the same time, you know. Yeah, I try to keep her in the house. Mervin the point, Jamaica curse. Yeah, no, I mean I try to look out for her. I was trying to look out for her best interests. I'm always trying to look out for her best interests. I'm trying to help. I tried. At least me try. I'm tired, you know. Me seriously tired, but me still did I try. Lovely Aneka. Yeah, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Lovely Aneka is right there. Go ahead and hit her name. She looks different from everybody else because she is a content creator that is verified by YouTube. Hit her name. Go over to her channel. Share the family love. She's a part of our family for sure. You too, Craven. Missy Bram says sometimes if you get a rest. I lie. Why? Me not know, sir. Me feel like say, if you try all one time, me can't do it. All I can't do it, I'm just a plaka and me will try still. I think I'm gonna die trying. Yeah. But it's a good thing. You're not going to de-stress her. Karen says, no, you're not going to de-stress her. Yeah, I was thinking about that actually. Just to let you know something personal, right? Check this out. Me tell babes, so give me some the last time she failed her exam. And she never give me none and she failed. And I think if she did give me some, she would have passed. You never give me none the first 2 times and you pass. No, you did give me some. You give me a day before. And that did I keep you up. That's why you did pass. But you see now like how you go at gym? Wait there, why you still here? Me think you did gone. Yeah, me not hear me hear the door alarm, me think you're gone. So you're right, but she never give me she did give me the day before, and I that keep her up, and that's why she did pass the first 2 times. The one where she failed, me tell her, say, if you keep with the rhythm of things, give me some, and you go pass again. She never give me none. I talk about she tired, she end up go fail. Yeah, because see, there is something that I have to inject into you that is, it works with the brain chemistry to allow you to, how should I say it now, be at your best and your sharpest kind of thing. And if you're lacking in it, it's kind of like somebody who them need them cup of coffee in the morning, and you know when them off because they haven't had the coffee, right? It's true thing me I telling you now. A true thing me I telling you. So, I saw. Oh, no, no, hear me. We be, on behalf of the good man them out there, and the husband them and the man them, well, have the thing like that. I'm trying to speak on our behalf. All right. Yeah, try make sure so we can get some on a regular basis, bro. That's all me that try to do. But we are trying to help them at the same time. Yo, big up yourself. Yo says you have poured so much into your baby girl. She will not need to no validation from no man. You're truly appreciated. Oh, I love you for that, Yo. I appreciate you. Thank you. That's the goal too. That is the goal too. Hug them up and love them and look on them from all angles. Tell them, show off your beautiful face. Make them hear you. Tell them how beautiful they are. Not just beautiful. Your nose beautiful. Your lips are beautiful. Your eyes are beautiful. Cause you know what? As a man, when they did a road one time, sometimes you could tell when girls didn't have that. And when you did tell them that, they melt in your hand, clothes come off same time and everything. What if you did all tall and good looking in this? And you go tell them, say, oh, you have such beautiful eyes. So me no want no man come do that to my daughter them. So I want my daughters to be like, thank you. Okay. Like, or see his intentions from a mile away then. I'll be, who my daddy is. Listen, I hear that all the time. I hear that all the time. I've been hearing I got beautiful eyes since I was like 2, kind of thing. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. What going?
There, long time. I not check in, Donna's there. But one thing me call to talk about, Say, I just said this time around. Shensia and Shadow look good together. I'm God.
All right, sir.
Hope it work.
All right, sir. But wait. All right, call the partner. They said the partner before you go. If it happen. All right.
If it happen, hope it work.
Yeah. All right. Him said Shensia and Shador look good together. And him hope it work. If it is happening. If it's happening and that's what she wants for herself, then I hope it works too. Yeah. That me no wish bad for nobody. Exactly. Not you had me at you. Oh, your eyes are so beautiful. Girl clothes just drop off. Or when we used to carry them out to eat. When I was growing up, Red Lobster used to be the place. Red Lobster fall off now, of course, right? Back then, Red Lobster used to be the place. Anytime you carry a girl go to Red Lobster, you know, say, she already know. Lobster. Lobster come with a lot. Yeah. So you have to go do lobster activities. I want my daughter do them sitting there. So my daughter grew up now, lobster, a regular thing, sushi, a regular thing. My boy try impress her about take you to the sushi bar and they serve good lobster and crabs and no, she used to all that already. Yeah, you can't do you can't trick her by all that already. My 10-year-old, well, she's 11 now, she just turned 11, Neka. Neka said, she asked me for some money the other day. Her mother went to pick her up from school, right? While me did up on the live, our school call, I never answered. So when the live ended, I was freaking out because I called the number back and it was her school, and I'm like, oh damn, her school never calls me. That means something must be wrong with my child. So me called our mother right away, and our mother was like, yeah, I already went to the school and picked her up. Her sides were hurting because she did a cough so much, but she never know that. So she was like, I have an appointment to see her doctor in like 45 minutes from now. So I said, okay, good. Keep me up to date to what's going on. Me know my daughter, well spoiled, but here are. She said, Daddy, send me some money so I can buy myself something nice. I said, Neka, she's 11. I said, Neka, send you some money so you can buy what? What exactly are you going to buy? She said, just something nice for myself. I said, something nice like what? Money don't grow on trees. You can't just wake up and be like, I want to buy something nice. That's not how I spend money. I spend money on things that are necessary. Hear her. Yeah. Could you just send me some money, Daddy? Please. Long, please. I said, okay, Nika, how much money are we talking? This is an 11-year-old. Hear this. I said, how much money are we talking? She says, I don't know. Depends on how much you love me and how much you want to spoil me today. Depends on how much you love me and how much you want to spoil me today. I'm like, I laugh so hard. I said, how much? Depends on how much you want to love me and how much you want to spoil me today. I said, wow. Well, man, yo, it's very important to be there for your girls, man, because them something, Could you imagine not having a dad, and having all these things going on with yourself? You see this a lot. These type of females end up out there, because the first man will say, what you want, girl? And she say, I want that and that. And him buy it. She gone a hotel, or a motel, or wherever I want carry her go next, because him can give her all the things that her daddy wasn't never there to give. So me, I'm not grow up like that. How much? What kind of money we talking? Well, it depends on how much you love me, how much you want to spoil me today. I laugh my ass off. I eventually ended up sending her some money. I said, nah, just give me a figure. So she gave me a figure, and I sent twice the amount that she asked for. I wasn't no big figure. So I said twice the amount that she asked for. You know what I mean? And then, of course, me get me, oh my God, Daddy, I love you so much. I love you so much. And I just say, yeah, I love you too, Nika. That's that. I don't know what she buy. But anytime she go shopping with wherever me send, she does this regularly. Anytime she go shop, she come show up with 2 bags and start pull out one bunch of things. She just buy a bag of different sitting, you know. But you gotta be there for them, man. You have to be there for them. I'm super. I don't know if y'all know it, but I'm super protective, especially of my girls, especially of my daughters. Cause this world, yeah, wicked when it come to woman, you know, man. Especially when it come to girl, you know. Listen. We was having a conversation yesterday. I mean, hear our brother say, and I was surprised a lot of people big him up for saying it. Now, usually I'm on the men's side because I like seeing good men be treated like kings. But this one I couldn't agree with. Him say, him wife work a full-time job and pay half of all the bills. And she takes care of the house cleaning, laundry, cooking, and their 2 kids. He just works. And he pays half the bills too. So I said that woman is gonna get burnt out. She's gonna get stressed out. She probably end up leaving you in the long run. She definitely is not gonna be having enough energy to pamper you. And you know what I mean by pamper. She ain't gonna have enough bedroom energy for you, bro. A lot of stuff going on in the bedroom that is not sexual. So I know it's just sex me I talk about. Intimacy and all that. Cause me can't figure out. I actually said to him, I said, I definitely would not want my daughter with a guy like you. Cause if she have to go work and then pay half of all of the bills, plus come home, come cook. Cause you don't feel like you must cook cause you're a man. And clean. And do laundry. And take care of 2 picnics. See who homework needs to be done, which one. Come on, let's get in the shower. You have to. One gonna dance, one go karate, this, that, and the other. And you do what? I said, so what's your purpose being there then? You know, I was watching a documentary about a football coach. And the football coach, this young guy, young black dude, he's super good at coaching black quarterbacks. And he has sent a lot of them to the NFL. And he's been making his documentary from years ago because some of his guys who are now in the NFL, he has video footage of him working with them from they were 15 and 16. And I remember one of his top prospects who actually just made it to the NFL, he said, my daddy was there, but he never did anything. And then he said, this guy right here, he saved my life because we weren't rich or nothing, so we couldn't afford a lot of stuff. And you talk about him wear contact lens because he can't see good. His contact lenses are prescribed, and he remember one of them split or something like that, and he so much didn't want to bother his mom, so he used to like close one eye and just try to throw the ball with one eye open and keep the one contact lens. And he was like, man, I guarded my one contact lens with my life because my mom was already stressed out about bills and stuff, and I didn't want to pressure her anymore. The youth wear size 13 in high school and was fitting into a size 10 shoes because him never want to say, mom, I need new gear for my sport. And they asked him about his dad repeatedly. He says, my dad was there, but he just never did nothing. His daddy never believed in him. His daddy didn't see his son's potential. His daddy didn't contribute to it. Him never do nothing. So I was saying to the brother yesterday, I said, You know, one of the worst things you can be is an absentee father, a present absent father. Present absent. Absentee, not there. Present absent, you there but you're absent. That's one of the worst things you could be, is a present absent daddy. You don't know what go on, you don't care about what go on with your kids right around you. Imagine that. So it was this strange man that bought his son a ticket. First, he saw him at one tryouts for high school kids, and he didn't make the cut. And the coach guy said, I saw that kid. That kid played with superstar potential. He was on the money, and I was surprised he didn't make the cut. And I was heartbroken for him. He cried and everything. So 2 weeks later, I called him and I said, "Hey, fly out to Cleveland because they're having another one. This is where NFL scouts start looking at kids from high school age." I said, "Fly out to Cleveland and have it." He said, "I can't afford it." I said, "Don't worry about it. I got your ticket." Right? So he gave him a ticket. He flew out there. He did super. Still didn't get selected. He called him again. This is a guy that's not his dad, you know. He called him again after I paid for the ticket enough to fly him out there, and he still didn't make it. And hear him talk about it, he was like, "I was so disappointed. I was hurt. I felt like I let my family down. I felt like I let this guy down because he paid out his own pocket for the ticket to go there again." They said, "So what, but where's your dad? You didn't ask him for money to pay for the ticket." He said, "Yeah, my dad, you know, he was there, but he didn't do nothing." So I was happy when he paid for the ticket. A third tryout, the man said to him, "I'm going to take you under my wings. I'm going to coach you." And he said, one thing about this little youth, he was so full of potential and he was so determined to make it that he soaked up everything like a sponge. So it's no surprise. NFL draft came around. He was one of the top pick names in there when they started picking quarterbacks. And you could see the videos from when the youth did really young till when he reached the NFL. Just now, he just went into the NFL. So, being a parent, this not just for fathers, this is for mothers too. Some mothers are present absent, you know? You just give a picnic or cell phone or get a picnic a tablet and you cut off in your own world and you ain't really doing nothing. Present absent and don't care what your kid doing or going through. Them kids will grow up to resent you, you know, because they know that you're not, they feed off energy like everybody else. You know how you're there around somebody and you can tell that somebody don't want you around them? Everybody has felt that at one point. Like, yeah, I'm gonna feel the energy in that something. Why them invite me then? Or why she go on so? Or why them feel like your kids feel the same energy? I saw another documentary where the mother was talking and the mother said, one thing I always try to do is I always try to make sure that my daughter never feels like I don't want her around. And I said, this is a woman who is very much in tune with her child. She never wants her daughter to feel like she's never around. She said, my daughter asks 10 million questions. Even in the middle of whatever I'm doing, I try my best to answer her 10 million questions. You know, I make time to be with her, just her alone. I put away the cell phone, no electronics, etc., etc. And I said, damn, how many parents do that? You know, how many parents do that? And that part where she said, I always try to make sure my daughter never gets that energy, that feeling like I'm just answering her like, okay, now move, or leave me alone, or get away from me, or because they do, they pick it up. They pick it up. Anyway, enough of that, because we are no parenting expert. We just talk about reality. You know what I mean? And from our experience and what we've seen. So I'm not claiming to have a degree in psychology or family counseling or child rearing or anything. But just I say, sometimes it don't even take all that. Sometimes it just take you just being in tune with what you've created. That's it. Yeah. All right. Koffee is back. Koffee is back. That's one. We already went through the autopsy. That's gone. Can scratch that off the list. So which one do we go with next? Do we go with Baba Skang, the Jamaican YouTuber that was gunned down on video? Is that going to be our next one? Or is it going to be Koffee is back? Or is it going to be Noel Maitland, Donnelly Donaldson case? You have 3 to choose from. Go. TikToker, let's ban TV. Big up yourself. See you there. All right. TikToker. Let's ban TV says TikToker. Tuesday Jane says the Baba Skeng. All right. That TikToker again. Let's ban TV say. All right. Mr. Bram says Koffee. TikTok. Baba Skeng again. TikTok. Baba Skeng again. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 TikTok and 1, 2, 3, 4 Baba Skeng. TikTok is leading. Baba Skeng, Donnelly, TikTok, Donnelly. Buenos dias, Uncle. Morning, Jev. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning. TikTok. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
I'm here. Good morning. I'm calling in to jump all the comments. I want to update on Noel. I want to update on Mr. Maitland.
Baba Skeng. They're picking right now which one should be next. We will eventually get to that. We will eventually.
No, but I just subscribed today. I was just listening, so I'm not even able to write.
Oh, so this is how it goes, right? The audience pick what we talk about next, and they have talked about TikTok. TikTok is what they want to deal with next.
Okay, well, before you go to TikTok, you were just talking about the whole parenting thing. Could I say a little something about that?
Yes, absolutely. And welcome to the platform, by the way.
Oh, thank you. So with the parenting, I think what you're saying is right. Because like parents are there, like they may provide financially or just be there in terms of like what you said, a present absent.
Right.
So they could be there like, yeah, my 2 parents are together, or yes, my mom and my dad is in my life. But if they're not hands-on, if they're not teaching lessons, if they're not spending time, then that is not going to build the kid.
Absolutely.
Because bigger than the whole sport thing that you were talking about, and I know you're Jamaican, there's some, gangsters, and sometimes we try to just judge the youth and blame the kids when we have to look at the parenting. We got to look at the love in the home. True. We got to look at how they grew up and what attention they got. Like nobody just wants to run to a gangster life.
Right. True.
So I was just saying, like, I know you said you're not a parenting thing, but you have a lot of listeners that are most likely parents. And, sometimes they're not hearing it from elsewhere. So to hear it from you, to be present, to be there is not just the money, it's spending the time. Take your daughter on dates before she starts dating. Teach your son about women before he starts, you know what I mean? Be your kid's best friends.
Yeah.
I know it's a Jamaican thing, like Pitney not to talk to me. Pitney stay in kid place. No, Pitney is supposed to be friends with their parents so they could learn life's lessons. True. And don't look to people, and don't look to the road, and don't look to other people for what parents could teach them.
Very true. Absolutely.
But that's it.
All right. I appreciate you greatly, and welcome to the platform again. Yes?
All right. Thank you again, sir. Have a good show, and I'll listen. I'll keep listening.
All right.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Date your daughter before she start dating. I do that. Take my daughter on daddy-daughter dates. Yeah. I don't do it enough, though. But as she gets older, I'll be doing it more. But I do it. Good thing. Anyhow. Yeah, so Baba Skeng it is. Popular reggae singer. Boy, we are going bad, We are going bad because, listen, what is the deal with TikTok and Jamaica? What's the deal with TikTok and Jamaica? You know, I remember the young youth that got killed recently. One of his friends said the people them who's live close by them, some of the man them will live close by them. Them live in a rough place. Some of the man them will live close by them a gunman. So these people watch them on TikTok and watch how much money they're making on TikTok. Taps and roses, Ross, him get a lion. Yo, him get a lion. Everybody excited. I went and look up how much a lion is. I think the lion is like $3,200 or something like that, right? He'll get a fraction of that because I also went and looked up how much TikTok takes from what you get. So even if TikTok take a lot, TikTok takes up to 70, 80%. This is information that all of us could look up, right? But still, to them is a whole heap of money. The man said that day that when Naya get the lion, a brother circle them. And him say, me watch you get the money today. I have to go give away half of that. Them people here don't know, say, when them see you get 3,500 US, and TikTok take 70, 80, or 90% of that. Only 10% of the 3,500 US you have. In a dear mind, you got a lion. Everybody can look up how much the lion is worth. Them look it up. It's a 3,500 US. Them say, Ross, the boy get a whole heap of money. Him chop a piece of money on TikTok to them. I go around and go circle him. You see me? Why is it us though? What? Because I don't see anybody else doing it. I don't see anybody else dying over grudges for money earned on TikTok and all that. They're predatory as hell. So the youth say, them circle them and say, more half away them get today. And nobody tell me you don't have it because I did watch the live and I see you when you get it. Fast forward to yesterday. I don't know. Let's make this very clear. I have a video of Baba Skang riding on a Pro Box. The Pro Box was, him said the Pro Box a drive itself. You know, young youth a talk, them talk, but me don't know if nothing in it. Him say, if you're this, my friend, 100 rifle lift up around you about him. Them boy they not make no money. You know, he was one to talk like that. Baba Skang's father is a Rasta man. Like a real Rasta man. If y'all don't know who his father, Jamaica, is, I bet you know him song. Remember this reggae song? Yo, my princess gone far, far away, and she left me a note. That's just Jamaican that. A film son get licked down on TikTok. Yeah, that's Jamaican. That's his and he's a working musician. Cause you know I tell people all the time when you don't see these guys and you think, oh, him not have one trending song in a like around where I'm at, him career must have done or something. Them man then to them farming, them man then to them way of life, Rasta way of life, them man they still tour the world doing music. People go on excited for them when them do them big show in Europe and these other corners of the earth. So to see his son go out like that, I may tell you, I can't show you all the video because obviously YouTube has rules and regulations about that. But John know, a couple people showed just the beginning of the video where him and a youth had, they were having a match, they call it, on TikTok. And he must say, snipe with this for me, my side. Snipe with this for me. Come to my side, please, snipe with this for me. And as the youth said that, you see clear as day. I also saw in his TikTok video, there was a video recording device attached to that building that he was in front of. As him there, they are enjoying TikTok, I thought, well, snipe with this for me, my side. Come to my side, snipe with this for me. Bam! One in his head. And then the youth stand up over him and pop, 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 pop. Me I say, yo. I wonder if them youth here realize, pick me I watch TikTok too, you know. Grandmother I watch TikTok too, you know. For all we know, even his mother and father was watching it, say, Baba Skang up on TikTok, you know, because you know Jamaican parents stay, not true? Yeah, my son over there on TikTok right now. I me over here look pan son. Him over there with him friend I play a match. In here then they play music. And watch your son get murdered like that on TikTok. Grandmother watch him get murdered. I don't know if him have no picnic watch him get murdered. I don't know. Let me say this before I forget to say this. The youth were killed Baba Skeng like that yesterday. You dead already too. Bro, you're dead already too. May I look straight in the camera? The youth were killed Baba Skeng yesterday. You dead already too. I don't know if you're not following the trend, but anytime them killing your guan, the people them dead back out. So unless you just wanted dash for your life like that. And you know what bothers me? What bothers me is, cause I don't know, especially those who followed me for a while, my justice living at the jungle. Yeah. For me justice live deep in the jungle. Me don't want nobody tell me about nothing else. For me justice living at the jungle. However, there's a line to be drawn. Remember, I know me don't know the people in business. So me would have liked to know is what Baba Skeng did do to deserve that. Because you see, if him never rape your sister or one of your picnic them, you see if him never violate your mother or something like that. And when me say violate your mother, me no mean cuss words. Me want to know where the youth do. Because the way how the shooter shoot, the shooter have a steady hand in our family. And the shooter shoot like him do this regular, you know. No flinch, no in him thing, you know. And I know somewhere him friend know say him do it. And them there's somewhere right now probably a bonus spill and a laugh. And I talk about, yo, me G, you're cool, you know. I said the man rocket steady pan him, you know, me dog. And bust out him jelly, you know. You're dead too. You dead too. You don't know it yet. But you're dead too. What did he do to deserve that? Night TV Lifestyle say he's a demon and demons don't get no rest. So he'll always see the people he kill and he will never rest until he goes to his resting place. And there he will, even there he won't rest. Boy, so another Jamaican TikToker has fallen victim to the dark side. Shout out to Yard Hype. Has fallen victim to the dark side of going live on the app while having a feud with others. I guess the word is out there that he's having a feud with others. Baba Skeng, whose real name is Jabari Johnson, son of reggae artist Jamaica, he was killed on a TikTok live stream. Before I go into the rest of this info, Governor. Me I follow Governor from a long time as an artist. Governor that's with Idonia. From Governor did name Diablo. And Governor changed his name and said Diablo mean devil. Right? So him go from the devil thing there. So him go with Governor. So we follow them man there as artists from way back then. Cause I always thought he was just a wicked artist, good artist. Not wicked as in bad, but you know how we talk already, wicked as in the thing. That's wicked, mate. That thing him good. He did a video not too long ago where he said, brother, that's why me not even do live. If me post a video of a location, I because me left there so long time. Anytime you see me post a video, because live bring live rounds. And I thought, damn, that's so sad that that's where we're at. Live bring live rounds. Because now you have a lot of people who are afraid to even go live anywhere. Like for instance, if I'm at an event, I'm the one go live. And big up the people them event and the promoter them event. And whole heap of people can say, yo, SouFLo them in the area, dog, the event hot. Yo, man, go over there right now. Do you understand that this is a way that we can actually promote our own, make a whole lot more money? This is increasing finances, my friend. And this is also supporting each other. As we lift up with phone, we have to think about it. So you know what? Let me just do some video clip of the event, because I go on good in here, and then me save them. After me leave the event, me start share them. Because you can't just lift up your phone and say, yo, the event nice, this is where we at. We're up on an all-white boat ride over so and so, man I lay wait if you come off of the Ross boat. We need to do better, man. You have to go fix up a phone there. Yeah, fam. How you there out the road?
No, I'm on a patio.
All right, fix up that.
Hold on. I don't want to go in my house right now. I'm on a patio. I just get my vegetable and the juice.
Yeah, steam a thing.
I let you man a chat to him. My son.
No, man, we know say you. What talk to him.
Okay. Can we remember my son? But SouFLo. I watch the video with the youth about 10 times. See? One I think what get me is people walk around in Jamaica like that.
Yes, bro.
No, people really walk around in Jamaica like that with fucking gloves and hoodie and
face
and
mask.
glasses.
Yes, in a regular broad day.
Brother, something need to do about that.
Absolutely, and I've been saying it.
Something need to do about that. COVID done. Me no business what nobody want to say.
Yeah, facts. Yo,
we're not supposed to walk around so like just seeing that supposed to be need to call police.
When me there yard and me see them, me take with myself quick from me see them I come from a distance, me cut.
Bro, nobody's not supposed to walk around with glasses and hoodie and mask and gloves.
And call Jamaica hot,
in
right?
In daylight.
Yes.
I don't know what time of day it was, but we know it was daylight.
Broad daylight. Hot weather.
Something has to be done, bro.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I don't know what happened, but based on the video, that's not a normal compa.
That is a beef. That beef.
That's stemming from somewhere.
Something.
So may I go say this, but this is a specific one, yeah? That's coming from. That look to me like it coming from somewhere. Me no if you see the video.
Yes.
Watch the video.
Yes, repeatedly.
And somebody me watch a video and somebody says so. Cause the youth, I first me hear about him.
Saying.
Somebody say, why was this being recorded? And and I like one I popular Tik Tok of them. Where them thing a screen record.
Saying.
That's something to look into. Yeah, why were you screen recording this live? And I like, people screen record live, mostly for people who popular.
Saying.
It can just be so random, somebody will just randomly record at the time, I don't know, but that's something to think about.
Why would somebody come? I don't know how the TikTok thing works.
Because me don't know him. And a lot of people have said they don't know him.
Right.
But as far as the shooter and how him look walking up, nobody's supposed to walk around in Jamaica that way.
And the way
people think it's a normal.
You see the person who did sit down when him walk up?
Yeah.
You don't know
to get look into it, you know.
Yeah, because you don't know so the person who sit down when him walk up, the person just sit down normal. And when the man start shoot the person run, the person just him look.
But when somebody get shot at the funny going, the man shoot over the man at that time and get up run going.
Yeah. And he not even run him, get up and take 2 steps, go inside.
In his defense, though, you know. In his defense, though, a shock can cause that still. You know.
Freeze.
Shock can cause that. In his defense. And I mean,
yeah.
But, you know, we live in a world where you have to just look into everything.
True that.
You know what I mean? Don't want to say something still based on the data thing still in the own.
Say it, no, man.
I don't want to go back. No one tell us say, but like what I see I do with the data.
Saying. Yeah,
I mean, the thing the father raise the data.
Right.
My data just turned 80.
Saying.
And that kind of energy that me give my data. You know me feel good when me I compliment my data, I see her blush and them little thing there, you know that?
Yeah.
But me feel good and know that thing, they build our confidence, bro.
Yeah. I'm putting our mind saying you are the first man in our life, you know. You are the first man in our life, you know. And you set the precedence.
More me I give her some compliment. I tell them, Daddy, you tell me that already. My prettiest, like this, that. Daddy, you tell me that already.
I see where my daughter says, she said, I know.
Oh, you know? You tell me?
Because you tell me all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
So manners and respect on that, bro.
Manners and respect to you too, brother.
Yeah, go back in the chat.
All right. Zin.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Why? Yeah, the person, he make a very valid point. Listen, we have a video right here, so of Baba Skang. I'm going to play the video before we go into more of the information, because they're saying he was beefing with somebody. The person who sit down there and watch the person walk up. The man walk up with gloves. I mean, I can't tell if it's a black man or a white man or any kind of... Them not even get a hand back or nothing. This person was well ready to do this hit. And this is a familiar area that they hang out in. The person did it right on camera. You know, that's funny because I just said that to a family member in Jamaica. So we are work on the house, right? In Jamaica there. And I said to the family member, say, you see the two door them round this part of the house? Because the whole house grill up, but that door then need grill pan it right away. Because I don't have none. And the person said to me, say, but the camera dead, man. And I said to the person, say, a Jamaica you talking about camera. Nobody no business about camera. You know, see them mask up themselves and walk on the people camera all the time, and I'll kill man in front of camera all the time. I swear to God on everything I love, I just had this conversation with such individual and just said this. If you watch the video where Baba Skang get gunned down, you can see the white camera pointing right down at him and him get murdered right under a surveillance camera. Them no business about your camera. Man will walk right in your camera, come kill you. Now, like I said, I can't tell if it's a white man or a black man because the man gloves up, long sleeve up, face fully covered up, neck cover up, hoodie over that, everything. Not even an ankle no show. That's something that needs to be changed or done about that in Jamaica. So I hope some of our prominent law enforcement people might be paying attention to this. Oh no, please do something about this. Please. One time we didn't worry about man pan back a bike and, you know, the pillion rider usually is the shooter and these things. So you drive a Jamaica and one right up beside you. You're frightened, you're afraid, and you hope, say, God, please no make me them come for and them start shooting a car or nothing. Or you get on your defense and get ready to defend yourself. Shouldn't be that power. But now, 5 up, say, this is true. Because I'm in Jamaica already. I think I told you all this story already. You know which part the plane them come in Mobile, you can see the plane them like they fly low to the water. Me over there, so. Right? The same place where me tell you the woman with the jelly, coconut, and them in a corner and a chop coconut and stuff and piss in the same corner. And me decided say I didn't want it anymore because she had a bad attitude. Me that tell her, I said, man, you know, chop your hand, you know, be careful, you don't chop your hand. And she talk about, no, but I come bring a crosses for me, you know, because years me there, so I cut coconut and me never chop my hand yet. I want to do this money, I owe him. So me I said, geez, on a cross, miserable and angry for real, man. But right there, some of that. Me go down a little further. I said, I'll get some porridge early morning. This is a different day. I go down a little further, so I'll get some porridge in the early morning. I see a sign that say porridge. And I walk out, pull up in the car, my family in the car, I jump out, talk to the lady. She said, yeah, man, the porridge ready. I say, all right, fix up 2 for me now. Give me a peanut and a cornmeal. She said, all right. She fix the porridge. I say, one car roll up, the car come in fast and boom, stop so. And the brother flick out, him boom flick out of the car, I say, me frightened, you're afraid. Hear me to myself. I said, bro, you can't even reach. I couldn't even reach. If I go reach it, I'm a waist for sitting, I couldn't even reach. I just froze like this because how fast him pull up and out of the car. Fully masked up. And fully masked up and walking towards me. And as him walk towards me, him lift up his mask like this. And him not say nothing to me. To the girl inside where I do the porridge. Him say, what, mama? And she said, what, Kev, or what, something? I said, Jesus Christ. And she said, why, you frightened? A policeman. I said, police move, sir? What kind of police this? Because I want like a beat up car, She said, yeah, man, a police, they in a one special unit and them XYZ. I said, me frightened, you're frig. Listen, if anybody is to dress like this in Jamaica, it should only be police. That means that when we say mask up man, we know say a law enforcement. But even then, law enforcement shouldn't have fully move around in a public, fully masked all the time. Unless, it's an undercover. Him do undercover work. Or him do, because the car look like somebody shut up the car already. I mean, the car look frigged up. Right? And one of them car there that's, you know how them people they like put them car low to the ground and put on big muffler upon it and it look like it built for speed. And I see him where him a drive it like it built for speed. And the way him on the brakes so right so and jump out. I thought he was gonna shoot. Fully masked up. Couldn't see nothing. And lift up the mask. Honestly, this is what I really thought when he did it. I said, he's arrogant as fuck. That's what I thought. Once she said police, I said, he's arrogant as fuck. Because why you moving like that if you're a police? You're going to scare regular people. And me there, I get ready to defend myself because me feel like, say, I'm being attacked. And you're a police. This wasn't no mission you was going on. It wasn't nobody else out there except for me, my family sitting right there in the car, my kids and my wife, and the woman who had to take care of my porridge. Are we alone out there? So who else would I assume you were coming after but me? So even the police, them man need to move better. Them police that wear masks up and wear masks on them something there, even them need to move better. But it's a common thing in Jamaica though that's stupid as hell. Walk around whole day, mask on, or them wear the balaclava and it roll up on the right so. That means them can pull it down over them face any minute. Hoodie over that, long sleeve, gloves on. Jamaica is hot as hell. I'm in Jamaica in a wife beater like a marina. And me a sweat like bullets. Me don't know how them man they do it. But anytime I see them, whether them guilty of anything or not, as soon as me see one approach, me look everywhere and if me see him 50 meters down the road, me take with myself. Because you look like a criminal already. How we distinguish undercover over here? We can't unless they have a vest on and they have a gun on their ankle about to go into some situation. Other than that, you would never know. That's true. But the undercovers, but they don't walk around all day in masks. That's the thing. And in Jamaica, the regular people walk around all day in masks. So when you see a police officer move in a plain clothes and mask, how do you distinguish between the two? You can't. Undercover here in the US, them don't walk around in mask. They don't run upon you fully masked up and then don't do nothing. Pull up the mask, look a bit and laugh and walk around and talk. pull down back mask and walk around. They don't move like that. In Jamaica, they move like that. So the poor people can't even tell who is who. Now back to Baba Skang now. The video which is making its rounds online now shows Baba Skang having a jovial time on the app, the TikTok app, when a man dressed in a black hoodie, masked up, walks up to Baba Skang from behind without him knowing. It's crazy because the person that was sitting there absolutely knew. You can't see it in a video, him sit down and look on the person walk up. He sat there and look at him walk up. I don't know if him never said to himself, say, why the youth are fully masked up and I walk up behind the man like that. But again, regular people walk around like that in Jamaica in broad daylight. The unknown man pulled out a firearm and shot the TikToker in his head multiple times. He was shot multiple times. Shots were heard after the TikToker fell to the ground. The shooter fled the scene on foot. And get to it too, on foot. Again, the need for the CCTV cameras we speak about. You know, I watch them solve murders in the US all the time. And I watch people try to flee foot or car. And I watch how they connect. Yep, that was you. The murder happened on 12th Street. The person jumped in a blue BMW. We caught the blue BMW on 17th Street. There's a camera. Same individual is seen through the front of the car. 21st Street. They exited. They jumped on a highway. They went over to Liberty City, Carol City from... and there they are exiting, coming off at such intersection, blah, blah. They're able to connect them to the point where you can't say it wasn't you. Jamaica don't have none of that. This is stuff we've been calling about for years. Now, ironically, it says Baba Skang was killed shortly after he asked his gifters for a snipe. Beg you a snipe there, he said. Snipe this way for me, my people. Snipe this way for me. Beg you a snipe there. Followed by the individual walking up behind him. The other person taking part in the match was visibly shaken by the incident and took his face out of the camera at one point. But if you notice, while Baba Skang them was playing and the youth was playing, I don't know if maybe he was just in his own environment entertaining what going around him, because he kept looking before the shooting happened, and keep on a look in a weird way where I was like, I'm so distracted, but him up on the live. So the victim was reportedly deported from overseas recently. He had a little over 2,000 followers on his TikTok page. He was reportedly deported from overseas recently. So Jamason's son, the other story is, I guess him went overseas and got in some trouble and then got deported? Or did he just run off overseas? Cause I know everybody will get deported did overseas or cause problem, you know. Some people was just trying to get away with it so them can one day get their proper papers and work out the thing. And them get catch and they get sent back to their yard. They're not criminals, as in they weren't over there selling drugs, killing people, robbing, doing anything like that sorts. So I can't speak on what he was doing and what his status was and how him end up get deported, but he's a recent deportee. The shooting reportedly took place along Red Hills Road, close to the feared Park Lane and 100 Lane, where a reported area leader was recently shot and killed just days ago by law enforcers. Hot area. Baba Skang killing come just a few months after the fatal shooting of Naya Gang, which is another TikToker. He was even more popular than Baba Skang in Old Harbor in December, which also Naya was also live streaming at the time of his demise. And then followed that, 41 Bushead. 41 Bushead was also killed shortly after Naya's killing on a live on TikTok in Montego Bay shortly after he did a live stream in December. And remember, Bushead, he was getting his hair braided and stuff, and it was his birthday about to happen, right? And him say, you know what? Me da go party for my birthday, but me nah bother go. Me I stay inside. And he showed the location of where he was at getting his braids done. And as soon as him done getting braids and step out of the braid shop, them chop him up. Gunshot. All I can say is, yes, Let's Ban TV, you're right. The lawmakers in Jamaica need to do something. I'm talking about do something ASAP. Do something right away about this. Man walk around so. Just like this. I see men walking around just like this in Jamaica. Just so. And then walk and them talk to each other too, you know. What go on, G? Yeah, man, not say a word. Yeah, dep on it, you know. Yeah. Alright then. Just so. And nobody says nothing. Police not say nothing. But them walk right past police, same way so. Police don't say nothing. Nothing. Yeah, I'm not talking about like one person every now and then you might see that. In some areas, it's like the uniform. Either them have the balaclava right up here so already ready to pull it down, and them have a hoodie, and them have long sleeve, and them have on gloves, and the whole heap of them. So yeah, something needs to be done about that ASAP. Honestly, I don't feel comfortable in a crowd like I said before. Well, I don't feel comfortable in a crowd anyway, either way, because I'm a power person. But I don't feel comfortable when I'm there and I see that, because I see them, I take with myself, because my mind is telling me trouble is there. Something about it happened, because it's hot as hell out here. Why you dressed like that? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, what's up, SouFLo? Just young people.
What's going on, family?
One day I'm on, day I listen to you. So what me have to say, right? Because them see the video with the man I walk up behind the youth on live, right? So me know me I say the police them are gonna investigate this. I hope them take that same clip and just like try to figure out who see that person that same day around that same time, so them can catch that person.
Saying.
Because you see the description, you see the clothes, you see the jeans. So somebody must see what going, even a person with that sit down. But you must can identify what like the person, you get me?
Yeah, but I want to tell you what. The person there no must know who. Cause check it, right? Say you're there town, right? You're there town and me come from country. I trail me go that trail, you know, and catch up on a live that day there, you know. And me just walk up. Them man there in the area don't know me. But here what? That is also an area where no unknown man can just walk around like that and murder Dessa and walk on foot come out of that area there. That area there is actually an area where is one of the area them where if you don't really know nobody around there, so don't go play around there, so right? So I'm thinking that the person who is sitting down knows very well who that is that did it, but won't dare say nothing. Cause right now we know this how Jamaica this how it look like. Me do that in front of you, tell you say that's my MO, that's how I move. Me a real murderer. Don't call me name, no boy. You saying you call me name, me flat out. You and your family member them same way. He ain't saying nothing. The only thing he's gonna say to the police is, me there upon my own phone. Me never did a look up to see who actually are walking. When me hear the bomb, me freeze cause me frightened. And next thing me hear bam, 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 me get up and run.
Right.
Yes, so officer me never say nothing. And you know you can't blame him. You can't blame him because the man are gonna try to preserve him own life.
True. That's true. Every man are going to do that.
Yeah.
The next thing I think about, just like how America have all these cameras, street cameras everywhere. Jamaica need to find a company we can put up camera around in the bad area then.
Oh God, bro, we've been saying that for years.
Yeah, and just like we have security service, them can watch the camera and see what go on.
We've been saying that for years. We've been calling for CCTV cameras with central monitoring points for years. And
they need an investor.
No, we don't need no investor. We have the money, we can do it. What the Minister of National Security, Dr. Harsh Chang, recently said, and I'm talking about in about 2 months ago or so, 3 months maybe, he came out and said that the only problem with putting up CCTV cameras everywhere is the capacity to store that much footage.
Not the cloud, but them
and to manage the footage. Yeah, so that's where it stopped right there, so. Because we don't have the capacity to keep all that footage, so I guess we're not going to do it until we can figure that out.
Yeah, Jamaica need to do something about this, guys. Too much things are going on.
Boy, it's a scary time, you know. But
it look like now it's gonna be a trend. It's gonna be a trend where it's just gonna keep on happening.
Killing on live.
Right.
Yeah, it's been trending though. We've lost a few on live already. So yeah, it's gonna keep happening.
No.
Yeah, it's gonna keep happening.
Why?
Sad. Well, all right, my brother. Manners and respect,
all right, so big up yourself. Good day, I listen.
All right, manners.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, the sad thing is it's trending and it's gonna keep happening. You know? If I was a TikToker, I would be scared to be outside doing lives. If I was in Jamaica, but I definitely have to take it inside. You know? Finding out that he is a recent deportee, though, makes me want to dig more. I want to dig more. Because here what? Sometimes, you see, sometimes a shot can call from overseas, you know. Sometimes a shot can call from overseas. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
Yeah, morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family, what going?
Yeah, I just want to comment on a Tik Tok thing and the camera business. To be honest, I know you talk about it a lot in regards to get camera, all of them something like that. But to me, the Minister of Security, the new commissioner, and the Prime Minister, I don't think they want none of that, to be honest.
They don't.
Because all me hear are excuses. That's all me hear, excuses. Just like what you comment a while ago, and you said the minister said something about they don't have no space. They don't have enough storage.
Yeah, they're not gonna have enough space to store all that footage.
2025. What do you mean they don't have enough space? You understand? And you see them have this I guess the protest with the JCF and the JFJ or whatever, and then he asked one of the top police about if she believe in a body cam. And you know, say woman freeze for the question.
If she believe in a body cam and she freeze.
Yeah, she could answer. She could answer it. So that tells you everything you need to know. And there's people that actually support us, you know. But you see them the people that you see not until certain things reach for them doorstep. Then it will matter. You see, when it matter now, then they come out and ball. Because you can't have so much police killing. I not tell you say gunman out there, you know. I mean, I tell you say gunman now fire for police. But for over 100 odd people dead so far by the police, and we not reach halfway in the year yet. And I see them still we're here over and over. They go for operation. When they go, one man they see one man look suspicious. He pull out a gun, he shoot them. And I see him go where they always recover, you know, one
9mm with couple rounds.
Yeah, with couple rounds. The same story over and over. I mean, I hear that the story from me I go to high school.
John Noah Star.
You understand? So I see him thing over and over. And as I say, not until they reach certain people foot doorstep, they might understand. So,
true, bro.
You know?
True.
And regarding to you on TikTok, yo, Governor, he says, you know, going live, give live rounds.
All right, I just said that too.
Yeah. I don't know when they're going to learn, you understand?
The man say, manners and respect, my brother.
Right.
See ya. Listen, I'm glad he brought that up because that's actually on my paper to talk about right here. Yesterday, they had a protest in Jamaica where JFJ, Jamaicans for Justice, was protesting and they sent out counter-protesters. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hi, how are you doing, young man?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I would like to make a comment on the dress way. You were saying about how the fully masked up ballot gloves, hoodie. You ever watch that comedy show, that comedian, well-known Jamaican comedian, when he goes to the airport, he's traveling to foreign?
Oliver Samuels.
Is that the gentleman's name?
Yeah, and he was getting ready to go. He was going to foreign, and he was dressed for the cold weather already.
Right. So when the person asked him at the desk why you dressed like that, he said, "Well, me no want cold catch me sudden." So perhaps these gentlemen are dressing for climate change.
They're preparing for cold weather.
Yeah, it could be climate change because these are some hybrid, advanced young men. So they're preparing for the future.
I have to laugh. But yeah, the government needs to do something about that ASAP though. Yeah. That part. All right, here on. Speaking of on the lines of what the young man who just called earlier was talking before that call said. So on my paper right here in front of me, I have popular reggae singer son gunned down in Jamaica on TikTok while live streaming. Jamaican. Yo, my princess gone. Just to tell myself that, remind myself if I couldn't remember. And then we talked about Jamaica police killings. All right. So yesterday they had a protest going on. Hold on, the family. Not now. Yesterday they had a protest going on, and there are many Jamaicans who are saying we support the police, and we believe everything them say. So if them says a gunman them kill, is a gunman them kill. We want the place nice so people can relax themselves in the place again. Nobody is thinking. You know, I saw one brother say, listen, if you give away your rights, you will never get them back, you know. And yes, although we do support the police because we want a better Jamaica, we want less crime, especially murders happening, and kill out the little gun bag them where feel like nobody can talk to them and they run here murdering up people, rising up the crime rate or the murder rate. Get rid of them. We don't mind that. But where we have a problem is with accountability and transparency. So again, just like the Jamaica Eye, and we have Minister Chang telling us, Dr. Horace Chang telling us, well, you know, we could have put in the CCTV system, you know, but the problem we're having is we don't have enough room to store all that footage. We have to figure out first how to store all that footage. When he said that, I said to myself, Jamaica is never going to get it, not even 10 years from now. Because it's going to take them about 50 years to figure out how to store all that footage. But in the meantime, let's talk about surveillance. Let's talk about body cameras on our security forces. And it came to me to say this to all of the ones them who are listening, especially those who actually can affect the change. I realize that most Jamaican police officers that I run into, them no want no body camera upon them. They really don't. They act like they don't, and you could tell that they don't want it upon them. Their leaders don't want it around either. What the reason is, I don't know. But you can't have things both ways. Like this. You need accountability and transparency, my friend. Then you will start to get the people of Jamaica on your side 100%. You see, right now a lot of Jamaicans know that they're living in a semi-police state. So if camera get put in my face and them say you support the Jamaican police, them or not, I'm gonna quickly say yes, of course, they're doing their job, and I want them to do their job. Cause I don't want none of them come target me and be like, yo, that boy they are anti-police, you know. Yo, find him. Yeah, do something to him. XYZ. That's what I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking a lot of the people who you see saying yes, them support you, them not tell you the 100. So me, I go try to tell you the 100 now like this. Please listen. We want you to do your job. We appreciate you. We support you. We thank you for doing your job when you get rid of the frigrid them in our society, right? However, just like there has always been proof that the force is deeply corrupted, the force didn't go clean and holy overnight. It is still deeply corrupted. So just like how reality has shown us that there are a lot of corrupted officers in the force, although some of them might say, only a few of them. Well, the few is too many. We can't just trust every word we Uno say, because not even Uno don't know or not willing to tell us who the corrupted ones are until they are exposed. Right? Right. So in the meantime, if you want to truly fight crime in Jamaica, and you want the people on your side, nothing does that better than video footage. You see, if you come to the people them and the people them I say, all wicked Ross police, them murder the boy never have no gun on him, nothing. All you would have to do, my friend, is press play. Oh, it's little John that him go to church up at Miss Ruby them church. Him did sing pan the choir and everything. Him go yesterday, him go church every Saturday too, Friday too. So 3 nights a week him go church. Him lead the youth group. Him lead the adult choir. Him volunteer for clean up and all that. Is a good boy in the community. Well, all right, here. See the good boy here. Play. They will be forced to watch this good boy, hard-working boy, shooting after you. And you doing what you're supposed to do, close with and destroying the enemy. Them can't say nothing after that. You see, when you get to that level of accountability and transparency, we will ride 100% with UNO. Jamaica Constabulary Force, Jamaica Defense Force. But until then, it's still going to be this division out there. Yo, me not talk to none of them police there. Me see, but me not see nothing. Go and go do no work. Cause when time me telling nothing, how me know me not tell one out nowhere in a gunman pocket, next thing them come kill me. Cause I no go tell them say I'm me telling no. No, me not trust police around here. That's the climate that you have mostly among most Jamaicans. See, I'm blind, hear and deaf. That's why the brother said just now, when him said them if you look upon that person there, may I say to you, say, there's no law that says I must tell you what I saw. Furthermore, my face upon camera, somebody can see say me did sit down there so. How me know them now come back come kill me and cause them they right now them are aisle up them gonna talk about yo, me should have kill him too, you know. Cause I know say me, you know. No? Me good. Did you say anything SouFlo? No, officer, me never see nothing for me here. Buy and me 2 eye them lock. Me never see a ras thing. Me duck and start pray so me never get shot too. I'm not working with no police to solve no crime. I'm not standing up talking about I was there and I saw. Why? Because I don't want to die. And on the no say I saw Jamaica run. In order for the people to truly start working with y'all, you have to be more transparent. It's 2025, friend. Body cameras is the best way to go. Put on the body camera them. Put them on. And do your job accordingly. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, my general.
Morning, family. What go on?
Well, I'm there about.
Saying.
Two things me I got to talk about now. You see the body cam?
Mm-hmm.
Tell the minister say a body cam for $1,100 and him can call me and contest that. 1,100 US. There's an average. You don't need a body cam for every police. You need a body cam for every police on duty with the public.
Right.
So if you have just the conversation, 23,000 police, only a percentage of them are got there up front at any one time because 3 shifts, some depend leave, some sick, some depend interrogation, all kind of things. So it's just a percentage. And the typical police station, take out the big one, them, the Constant Spring and all of them from outer country. The typical police station now have 30 people.
Right.
Cool. The base system for the body cam system, you see, is less than 10,000 US dollars. The base system and one body cam is less than 1,000 US. So we are gonna put a value upon people's life in our morning, our police. And we not fight the police, but we are talk about the thing.
Right.
You see me?
Right.
We are gonna say the amount of money we waste in a court. That the $1,100 per police could have did save back long time.
I agree.
So we can challenge that. And me I go add to the next part, my brother. Cause you know our technology we do.
Same.
And we do it for we do it for whole heap of cities in the US. You see me?
Right.
The smallest, one of the smallest cities in Florida have less than 800 cameras. And them actually have a system where the government of Jamaica can own, and that could have covered the whole a major section of the city. So it is the will that them don't have, my brother.
So hold on there. Mervin, just like how this is in your skill set, right? Answer me this. What is the minister? What is Dr. Harsh Chang talking about? Minister of Security I talk about when him said
storage?
Yeah, when him say we don't have enough storage space. So
no go so. No go so, my brother. No go so. You can't run out of storage. Hold on. Just back up now and think for a minute.
He might talk about how to store it.
In the last 30 years. Store it.
He might talk about how to store it.
There's all you need for though is putting in the infrastructure.
Seeing.
You see me? Offload, and basically what they can do, they can say anything over 15 days, they put it away and have another company store it. So if them are run out, just for the conversation, if them have for them little thing and it not set up enough to store, them say, all right, anything after 15 days, we archive it. And if a case come up, we ask the company to pull that information and send it over back to us. You have a procedure of chain of custody. It happened here in the States, and put it this way, we do everything what America do. So it can be done at the political will, my brother. The money I waste my only for other things. All the other things, even the prison. We are drive up and down prisoner. Nobody in other countries and they have the infrastructure is the will, my brother, because we can't talk about some of the things them yourself. Me I tell you, the infrastructure is there, you see me? And they have them not have the will to do the work, my brother. Me I tell you, them not have the will. Because prisoner not have to drive up and down and I get bang around in a vehicle. You stay away this. You remember one time you mentioned you go visit one of your cousins and you think say, boy, you're there at the prison and when you check. The man said, no, I know you're something there.
Right. In the way over so in our next building.
All right.
Yeah.
See him suffer when the prisoner them to go to court. They don't have to move them. It's a political will. So when Mr. Chang said them things, my brother, I could left the politics alone, but we have eyes. All the way out there can see.
You know that I hate this for us because them talk to we like every one of us dumb and nobody is gonna be able to figure it out and expose it.
All right, and me I go tell you, public records. Because we bid all of these and we design these things for cities all over the US and a public record. And we can tell you for putting just the central monitoring are far less than $500,000 US. So we are talking numbers now.
Same.
Sure say it can be done and they can do it incrementally.
Wow.
Me I tell you, don't make them come and give and do not smoke and mirrors with us because a whole heap away we could have do there Jamaica do that. But
right.
The corruption, my brother.
Did you gain knowledge of this in Jamaica or you went to school over? I see a place in Jamaica you learn for you all this.
Jamaica and them never rate with my brother.
Wow.
Go do a foreign we come do this and foreign people and rate we and rate we for do them courts and for do them city and for do all over and them prisons are everywhere. And at Jamaica the skill get developed, my brother.
Damn.
And then I rate here Jamaica and the corruption, my boss. You see, them don't have the will. I can't tell you. I gonna make
so no, like we don't have the. It's not like we don't have the people. We have the brains to do it. Then
the people there, them youth. So when I'm tell you, them can't find people, and I gonna tell you, my boss, you can't take the little youth them in the community because I have done that. I have trained them. I'm employed the best one. Run competition with them. You see, a corruption, my dude. I'm gonna tell you, my brother. I saw them stay. You see, you have contract where people bid on and you feel good, say you get the contract and 2 weeks later them call you back and say, oh, John Tom get it. You see, and then when you say, them say, okay, we need to introduce you to John Tom. And when them go for introduce you to John Tom and you hear when John Tom get, and just for the conversation, if you get the contract for $1, John Tom get the contract for $600. 600 times what you get it for. And then take it away from you and give it to John Tom for 600 times. And then invite you to come have a discussion with John Tom to do the work.
What?
Okay. So me I tell you, my brother, them the type of corruption I deal with in our country until you hold the people them accountable. That now go change. So you just realize I'm gonna lay out some numbers, make somebody challenge that.
Wow.
Blessings, my brother.
Manners and respect.
And we not say it with anger, okay? You notice we are advocates for our country.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Blessings.
Every time.
Damn. Them think that this, I'm not gonna lie, you know. It's disheartening. The more you know is the more disheartened you get, you know. Cause me always tell my audience, for me, Jamaica is always a glass half full, not half empty. So I'm always optimistic about Jamaica. Me, I'm not one of them person that where I gonna be like, Lord God, everything tear down, mash up, I'll never go back. Fling stone behind me, a foreign me reach. Freak Jamaica, it done. Nah. For me is, I just saw Missy Brown put it in the comment section, say, you know, regardless of what I go on there, it now stop me from reaching my yard, because my place that's me. I tell people that all the time. I can't be chased out of Jamaica and I can't be disconnected from Jamaica, at least not permanently, right? So with that said, I'm always looking out for better to happen. Now, with us knowing all we know and looking out for better, it gets frustrating and you feel defeated, especially having a conversation like that with somebody who that is what they do for a living. Remember the point Jamaica current them at that them do for a living. This is in their skill set. When an expert can look at you and tell you, say, I'm not foreign go get that education there. Because you would be thinking that, right? You'd be thinking maybe they just don't have, because that's what the average Jamaican does. The first thing out their mouth is, SouFlo, Jamaica poor enough. Where we are going to get money for? You are going to give them money? Where we are going to get money for if we put up camera everywhere? You are going to give them the money? We're broke enough. Then you hear the Prime Minister come out and say, we have the money to fix every road in Jamaica. It's just a matter of getting it into the right hands so the job is executed properly. We have the money to do X, Y, and Z. It's not the money, so you move to something else. Well, you know, maybe we don't have the people them with the knowledge because we're not teaching enough tech. And this a brother I make you know say, Jamaica, me get the knowledge from. And there are many more like me with that knowledge there. Live on the air with SouFlo, good morning.
Hey, SouFlo, good morning.
Morning, family, how you doing?
I'm all right. I have two comments. From past what you were talking about when you went to buy the porridge. In Jamaica, people can tell you anything now. It doesn't mean that him really are no police. It might be that's what he told the lady, just to keep for himself safe because she know him well.
Him pull out a badge, you know, but him pull out a badge, but the badge could be fake too. But he did pull out a badge. While he was walking up to me, while he was nowadays. Me neither, because when him do that, I was still in the mind frame like get the hell up out of here still. Even after she said it was police. So yeah, you are right. But after I pull up the mask off my face, them carry the badge just like how they do in the US on a long cord around them neck. And him do like this and flick it out and kept it on the outside of his clothes the rest of the time he was there. Cause me left him a stand up there and left.
I would too.
Yeah.
All right. So the second thing, just like the caller called in, I know I read somewhere that they tried to implement camera one time. They brought somebody from abroad,
right,
trying to implement camera there, and the same police force would not work with this man till the man get frustrated and left and say, now go back. If them need it, anybody for come back, send somebody else.
Right.
That tells me that the corruption starts from the head. You know why? And I'm going to call Red. Because they know that when camera come up, and them see them want to make some of these calls. I remember a couple years back when there was this whole slew of robbery going on in Montego Bay. When only for find out, say, on them way to go catch these criminals, the same police will go with them, call the criminal and say, them are come, we are come. So therefore, them not going to want you to know what them doing. So them not going to want camera because they know so they'll be caught up in these things. Also for the body camera, the amount of money what them rob these people, you have to give me a money, you know, it's never say you do this and say you do that, especially in traffic stop and stuff.
Right.
They don't want those to be seen. So therefore, if they don't cut these things out first up at the head, Jamaica now go move go nowhere because I haven't seen Jamaica move go nowhere in so god long. I know for a fact persons that is in things where they make their money off of things, and I go to that dance, we'll fly from here, go to that party.
Same.
And guess what? Police did it in a regular clothes as hidden security. And that me know for a fact. I'm in my 50s and growing up as a child, my father used to have police a yard. Come in yard, sit down, smoke, drink, chat, him cook, and them talk about them nonsense. Where he used to keep certain, like, so them go weed. You remember them time that they used to raid weed place. Them not burn all of that. It come hide somewhere and then them same man come back, come sit down and talk about it and laugh and eat and drink and smoke that same weed. They have to cut those things out first. Because the level of corruption in Jamaica, it's unbelievable. And until that start cut down, we're not going to see no progress, especially when these crimes are concerned. And me not stop going to Jamaica, like you say.
Right.
I love my Jamaica, and if only Jamaica people know the value of that country.
But that's why we talk.
Everywhere, and everywhere we go, people recognize and want to tell you that, oh, I would love to go to Jamaica. They're killing the industry. But what to do? Because if the head is there and you not chop it off, hey, you can't move.
True. True, caller.
Thank you, my dear.
All right. I appreciate you greatly, yeah? All right.
All right.
Yeah, man. I don't know, fight down thing, our Jamaica, And the thing is that we are there. That's why we are advocating for a better Jamaica, for certain things for change. Because I know, like, so we're not dead. We're dead. That's why the things them that are affecting there affects us. You see, if we had turned our backs on Jamaica, right, we wouldn't care what was going on in Jamaica, and there would not be this type of conversation happening. But the amount of time me jump off a plane and they right there so in Jamaica, me have to care about what going on, because sooner or later it's gonna affect us. Yeah. Remember, I know we say everybody doorstep. Everybody doorstep. I remember my first video about Jamaica. I keep on referring back to that first video 10 years ago or so. On YouTube, the video is still there. And I said, this is going to end up on everybody's doorstep. And when it end up on everybody's doorstep is when everybody are going to start act like say them care. Fast forward 10 years later, a whole decade later, you know, say end up on everybody's doorstep. It end up on everybody's doorstep. And I was talking about the gun violence in Jamaica. And I was talking about the people them not caring. Because back then them used to beat me bad. Everything me say, it was a suck your mother. Everything me say about Jamaica was a run up on your mother and broke your neck boy and stuck your mother. And everything me say, you're an agent. And I bet you somebody is paying him to make Jamaica look bad. And everything I said, I got to fight. I remember when I first suggested CCTV cameras with central monitoring points will write out the whole plan. And I said, this could actually be a career field for some people, for security officer career field. What do you do for a living? I man the CCTV central monitoring points. I've been doing that for 15 years now. I'm going to retire in the next 5 years, 10 years. That's a profitable thing, dignified thing for any citizen to do. Them can set it up just like I watch England and the US and watch how them do the CCTV web with the central monitoring points and how they're able to communicate. How will the thing say police reach so fast sometime, or police dep on top of suspects so quick sometimes? It's because of these same systems they have in place. And I've been saying it for years. But as soon as I say, put up camera, here the same Jamaican them. Put up which camera? Gunman will shoot that out. I answer back and I say, times changing now. Camera now have big so everybody can see them. You have cameras right now that somebody can have videotaping you and you don't even know it. And the person sit down right in front of you. Them a put camera in our glasses now. Them a put camera in everything now. Camera in a button on a shirt. That not gonna work. Okay, why it not gonna work? Just everything you say was just shut down. And I think it's because our people feel so defeated already that them just resign to, boy, we just have to accept, say, I saw it stay here, so I saw the thing go. Like, no, we don't have to accept, say, I saw the thing go. Because the thing can change. Matter of fact, the thing have to go change in order for us to see a better Jamaica. You know? Back to what happened to the youth now, Baba Skang, which stemmed into this conversation. The walk around whole day with mask on. I'm watching the UK CCTV camera or something. A road man there, out in the road. And it was hot out, hot weather. They were experiencing warm weather. The CCTV, the monitoring lady in the CCTV tower, she quickly called the police. And she was telling the police, said, there's a guy over here that's looking pretty suspicious. Don't know why he just pulled a mask down over his face. He's standing underneath the street lamp. He's wearing XYZ. She labeled out him whole outfit. And she said, can we get a unit over there as quickly as possible? in the process of her saying that, he removed something from his pocket, and she was able to zoom in and see that too. And she said, there's a drug transaction taking place right now. I can tell what he has in his hand, blah, blah, blah. Police reach over there quick fast. Where is he at? She tell them the street he's on. Him not even know how police reach over there so fast upon him. They can do that in Jamaica too. Shot spotters. Shot spotters are all over in the US. Go outside of your yard right now and bust your gun. Lick off 2 shots and go back inside and see a police pull up right out of your door. You hear me just say? Shot spotters. The shot spotters are connected to the local precincts here. Somebody monitors the screen. Everywhere is grid marked out. You go outside of your door right now and lick off 2 shots. Bye, and go back inside. It's almost so accurate that it put the police right on top of you. They'll be right there, 2 shots fired over at 21st Street and Mark Lane, sending units on the way right now. Just lick off 2 shots for fun and see. How you think they know that that's where it's at? Technology has changed, and Jamaica is going to have to keep up with it, and they're going to have to employ it in order for, and then when we do that, then we can start to actually catch the people them who are doing the things they're not supposed to be doing. Then we can advocate for stiff penalties. Then we can advocate, broke him neck in the square. We can advocate for that. But in the meantime, it's going to be a distrust between the average citizen and law enforcement, because the leaders are failing to be transparent with the people. And we don't know who we can trust and who we can't trust. Too many stories we've seen. 6 police officers belong to this gang. 4 police officers do this. 1 get catch at airport, Yasso in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, with how much kilos of coke coming into the country. Next one get catch behind that in Miami International. Couple more get catch in Atlanta. Them just ask we are telling us if they're in uniform, they're police. Trust them. It don't work so. That's not how it works. If they are in uniform, respect them, but them have to go show we said they are worthy of our respect. And transparency is the way to go. All right? Body cameras. Every police I know in Jamaica have car on the road, houses to rent, and people selling in the market. And that's why they go after law-abiding citizens who do those jobs. Crystal G says, oh, wow. Believe it or not, I do literally pray for Jamaica when I do devotion. Dirty T, and that's a good thing, because Jamaica need all the prayers it can get. Jamaica is a blessed country, you know. Jamaica is a beautiful island, you know. Jamaica just needs some proper tweaking. I've said this for years. I'll say it again, and then we're going to move on to our next topic. Jamaica, all Jamaica need is one leader who actually loves Jamaica to the bone, and you will see things change. One person who is thinking about Jamaica's future as in 50, 60, 80 years from now, even if him knows say him not gonna be here, he's thinking about his grandchildren's children. He's thinking about Jamaica, brand Jamaica, Jamaica's legacy preserved for generations to come. We need one good leader. And you will say, Jamaica actually shine. We're shining now. Imagine if we could put all these things in place we talk about. Oh, we would really be shining. We would really be shining. You know, let's close off this segment like this. When Andrew Holness first took office, I was super optimistic. I was like, he's young, he's charismatic. He's probably not going to come with the same old. You know, he's probably going to be innovative and come with new ideas that fit a new nation of people, not these antiquated laws on the books. I know he's coming in here to shake up stuff and change stuff, and this is going to be his legacy. I know it. I just know it. I'm super optimistic. And then as the years went by, it was like, okay, any day now, sir? All right. 1 year gone. Any day now, sir? Okay, 2 years gone. Any day now, sir? 3 years gone. I'm like, damn. So him I do same friggin' thing or even worse. Any day now, sir? 4 years gone. Any day now, sir? 5 years gone. I'm like, you know, I guess that's just how they do. I guess that's on the political campaign. Them sell you a vision as if that's what it's gonna be to get your vote. But then once they get in there, it's every man for himself. You know, it's kind of like, let me see how rich I can get from this. Cause one day me not gonna have that job here again. You know, but me want to make sure that me set up my bloodline out of this. And then that's that. And don't give two frig about the rest of anything else we have to do with Jamaica. It's sad, man. It's sad. I'm no longer that optimistic when it comes to our present prime minister that he's going to change the things that I thought needed to be changed. Made us look at it like a decade has passed and nothing was done along those lines. So more than likely, he's not the person. I thought that he would have wanted to outshine everybody else. This should be your pride, to be your legacy. When I'm dead and gone, and they write that history book, and they read about all our leaders we had in the past, I will outshine every last one of them, because I'm the one who made sure that Jamaica was covered under a CCTV program that actually works with central monitoring points. You see all these Jamaicans waking up in the morning, putting on their uniform, going to man these central monitoring points. That was started by me. You see how safe Jamaica is now? You notice that our murder rate is 15 to 20 per year. And when we hit 25 to 30, it's a big alarm. You should have seen back in the days when we were here. Back in them days, we were doing over 1,000 every year. Make our great-grandchildren them say, 1,000 a year? Wow! Because them never see that after what you do what you did. I thought man would like think, great. Everybody I think for scrape for themselves and full up them 500 bank account. How much bank account you have, brother? Me have 7. How much you have? Me have 9. How much you have? Me have 11. How much you have? Me have 20. How much you have? Me have 25. How much you have? Me have 30. Everybody is just scraping for themselves. Nobody is thinking, you know, along those lines that I'm speaking of. So, Jamaican people at home and abroad, go and hold the faith. Right? The glass is still half full, not empty, not half empty. And we still have faith that the day will come where things will get better. You know, along the lines of the things that we're speaking about. I'm not saying everything is all bad. Some things have gotten better over the years. However, the things them that are really pressing for us, them never get better. Them never get better. But one day they will. All right? One day. So nobody stay foreign now, you know. And throw stone behind you and talk about SouFLoTV said so, I'm afraid. Because I know that someone will do that already. Me go on my yard regular. I encourage you to do the same. All right? Especially under the climate, I want to see how the man I deal with the place. You have to stay connected. Yes, sir? Ladies and gentlemen? All right. That is off the table. For the person who said, we were waiting to see. Oh, I saw somebody said earlier in the comments. I saw your comment. I wasn't ignoring it. That Jamaican's son Babaras is involved in extortion of choppers, and he might extort the chopper them, and the chopper them can't take it no more. So a gun thing him depend, I don't know. But you know, somebody called in and said that on Andre's program XYZ. Me don't know about all that. Me not really like spreading them kind of something there. But, you know, that's what the streets are saying. We're going to call it. That is what the streets are saying. Something in a something, though. Because the way how he was done, like 5 up, 5 below, Let's Ban TV said, it obviously is something. This was him. And I'll play this video, then I'll move on. This was him in the clip that I saw that I have to be careful on the words. Yeah? Big people know this. A lot of youth don't know this. You have to be careful of your words. The way you say things. Because, all right, watch this.
Yeah, man, we done the home tour for them dead man. Them boy and I watch out. No, watch it. Watch it. Pro boxer drive by itself, brother. Look. Pro boxer drive by itself. Look. 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 Pussy. I don't make no money, man. My friend them rich. No boy try this, my friend too. More than 1,000 rifle fire for him. Now.
In brethren actually said them boy don't have fire on a rifle bow.
Yeah, man, we done the home tour for them dead man. Them boy and I watch out. No, watch it. Watch it. Pro boxer drive by itself, brother. Look. Pro boxer drive by itself. Look. 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 Pussy. I don't make no money, man. My friend them rich. No boy try this, my friend too. More than 1,000 rifle fire for him. Now.
We don't want to judge nobody off of one little video clip, you know? Because honestly, let me tell you something. I know enough little youth to talk like that and they're not about that. You know? Yo, dog, you saw me I say, hey, if you lift up a rifle them round here and them talk like that and them not even have a rifle to lift up round here. But, so, me knowing what I know, I don't want to judge him like that. But 1 + 1 end up being 2 and you can't say nothing about what you see before you. That's what me I got left at. You know? I'm going to do some more digging because I'm absolutely sure that more will be revealed concerning what happened to him. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning. Give me a second there, bro. Let me put you back on speaker. Switch the speaker just for... All right, you're on speaker now.
Okay, I have 2 things I want to touch on. The last thing that you said. So, I recently been in Jamaica and I'm in the I live in the country area in St. Elizabeth. That's where I stay. And I was coming home one night, me and my friend, from a party. And we run into a traffic stop. On my car, both police have masks on and just a vest. And my friend was like, yo, pull over, because they will shoot up the car. I said, yo, I'd rather take a bullet running more than stop and get robbed and shot. And I head straight to the station. When I went to the station, the soup was there. I still tell the soup, talking to the soup, they pull up behind me, well aggressive, gun in a hand. So I said to the soup, soup, if you're coming in and you see an unmarked car with 2 men in a vest.
They pull up, so they trailed you to the station. They trailed you to the station then.
Yeah, trail me to the station, gun in a hand, come out well aggressive.
See?
And I asked the soup, I said, you know, would you stop if you see these 2 men on the street? They don't look like police. I can't identify them. The car is not marked up as a police unit. And the soup looked at me and said, shaking his head, and he looked at him and said, you know, the young man have a point there. And the next thing is like, when it comes to the police, I don't know if they changed this. I used to run taxi back home, and I used to have police who come check me every other Sunday. They looking money. Police that I know to buy gas, because the card that they get to buy gas run out. How can you have police with their card to buy gas for the car that they're supposed to use patrol run out? They can't even leave the station.
Wow.
When they checked me, their car light was on red. On red, and they just want to go patrol. And the only reason why they check me is because of one of the police I know from even before he joined the force. So the corruption is high up. And, you know, like Renito Adams said one time, you cannot put a new commissioner of police around a CM corrupt politician. He's not going to have a choice but to do exactly what they're doing.
Wow.
You know, that's all I want to say, my brother.
All right. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
All right.
And thank you for continuing to call, because him did call. I saw the calls. I can see who's calling. And I kept away his call because I wanted to finish up what I was saying. So thank you for continuing to call as well. Yeah, can you imagine though? You go down, you fly go Jamaica, you're visiting yard, you say, I go to a party, Yeah, your cousin them, and you come home from party, and you get pulled over by 2 masked men in a car, and you can see them mask up, can't see no face or nothing, and it's an unmarked car, and they're not in uniform. Me not stop neither, you know. Me I drive go right to one police station. I'm not stopping. So these are the things that I'm talking about that I just said earlier. The police, them, some of them look like criminal and move like criminal too. And then they make it legal in the country for civilians to move the way that they do, fully masked up in daylight, balaclava, hoodie, all these things. You don't know who is who. One thing I'll give Jamaican police credit for before me change this topic is why I see some situations happen where I have to say kudos to you, because if had that been the United States of America, those people would be dead. I saw a couple of videos in past weeks with altercations pertaining to police officer and civilians. And like one of them, I say the girl run out and thump the police in her face, you know. And the police slap her back, yes. And then there were other police there who were like trying to part it and contain the officer while getting to her. And, you know, and I was thinking, just them have whole heap of patience. The good one them. That's why I always big up the good one them. Them have whole heap of patience. Because you know, say in the United States of America, police kill quick here, you know. Them you overstep your boundaries too far and police feel threatened by you, you're dead. Or critically wounded. So I give them credit for that. We have a lot of work to do and ways to go. You know, all is not lost. So big up to my Jamaican them at home and abroad, same way. And we just work out the thing because of our place that and we want better for us. For you, for me, for our children, for our children's children. It's all with love. Seeing? All right. Let's talk about the Noel Maitland case now and Donnelly Donaldson and justice for Donnelly. Man. First of all, I don't think let's go with this. So the special measures application currently before the Home Circuit Court in the Donnelly Donaldson murder trial is set to resume on Friday, this Friday coming. Noel's been in court lately. This is an update. Noel Maitland's been in court lately. And the first headline I saw was they are looking for special permission to have 3 individuals testify, but the individuals want to testify from overseas. They don't want to testify from Jamaica. The application seeks permission for 3 overseas witnesses to give evidence remotely. Submissions were heard in chambers on Tuesday from both prosecution and defense teams, but Justice Leighton Pusey has requested further information from the prosecution before making a ruling. As a result, the hearing was adjourned. Constable Noel Maitland, a police officer, stands accused of murdering Donnelly Donaldson, a 24-year-old social media personality who was very famous, or very well known, I should say, in July of 2022. Boy, time fly fast. This happened in 2022. We're in 2025. She was last seen after visiting Noel Maitland's apartment, who was her boyfriend. She visited his apartment at Chelsea Manor in St. Andrew, and he is charged with murder and with preventing the lawful burial of a corpse. Noel Maitland, who has been in custody since July 27th of 2022, was further remanded again, which means no bail was given to him. He was put back in lockup. Obviously, he's going to be in lockup until his trial happens. The trial was initially scheduled to begin on Monday, but is now delayed again. Pending the outcome of the special measures application, lead prosecutor Claudette Thompson told the courts that the trial is based entirely on circumstantial evidence, making each witness testimony vital. Prosecutors, I'm going to address that part real quick. Prosecutors allege that Donnelly Donaldson went missing on July 13th of 2022, after reportedly last being seen 2 days earlier at Noel Maitland's residence. Bloodstains, Donaldson's DNA were allegedly found on a pair of sneakers and curtains within that apartment. That's not purely circumstantial. That's DNA evidence gathered. It's not circumstantial. The court also heard claims that Noel Maitland removed a blood-soaked sofa and took the sofa to a car wash on July 13th of 2022, saying that it was stained due to his cousin cutting his hand. Remember, those words came from the operator at the car wash that was washing the couch with the power hose. He said, then how so much blood come out of this couch? And he said, Noel said to him, some work we did around the place and him cousin cut him hand. And he replied to Noel and said, then that the man they must be dead. Because a whole heap of blood this. It was that much blood that was in that couch. A whole heap of blood. The car wash worker allegedly remarked, a whole heap of blood coming out of the right side. Jesus, this man must be dead. Him bleed out, man. Or this coming like them kill somebody in it. Is what the car wash attendant said. It is further alleged that Noel Maitland hired a truck driver to transport the sofa and asked his landlord also to delete a CCTV footage from the property. Again, right there, the individual who had the CCTV footage of control of the video was in a neighboring apartment. The video was trained in that direction, which covers Noel Maitland's entrance exit point to his apartment. He told the individual that I want you delete the footage, my G, cause me a police, you know, and me da bun a little spliff still. You know, want me higher ups them seat, you know, cause them seat, me in a problem on the job. Well, additionally, cell site data reportedly placed both Noel Maitland and Donnelly Donaldson's phones in the same area on July 12th when her phone went off grid. Her phone died. Her phone was destroyed at this point, dead, buried somewhere, went off grid, however you want to take it, it went off grid. When her phone went off grid, according to cell phone site data, his phone was right there wherever her phone died. The guy who he asked to delete the CCTV footage said him not delete it. And he turned it over to police. And police went through it. And what their finding was footage of Donnelly Donaldson walking into Noel Maitland's apartment. And all know them search and can't find no footage of her walking out. If I put a camera in front of your house door and I see a man walk in, and then later on the law says this man has disappeared, but me see you move out a couch. The first thing I said when the report came out that he was moving out the couch and the couch was heavy and all this, I said she came out the apartment in the couch. She was dismembered and she came out of the apartment. She was dismembered to fit into the couch and came out the apartment in the couch. I bet you there won't be no video footage found of her exiting that apartment. You know what's crazy? Some people out here, it's like Vybz Kartel living on them head rent free. And I don't know, but because I'm a big Vybz Kartel advocate or was, that they always come at me with that. So I put out there that, you know, them not really need 3 people from overseas to testify remotely, you know. They have solid evidence against him, DNA blood evidence. They have cell phone data evidence, digital evidence. They have CCTV footage evidence. Hear this, you know. You never said the same thing when them did have the whole heap of evidence in a cartel and lizard case. The person writes some long paragraph and tell me just talk to them because I'm not going to sit there and argue with a fool all day till me start feel like me a fool too. Let me make this really clear because these are cases that I studied inside out. In the Vybz Kartel case, there was no such thing. There was no DNA evidence. There was no such thing as blood splatter from that victim found in a location and taken to the lab and tested and came back positive to be that victim's blood splatter. In Noel Maitland's case, that's the case. Because that blood came back from the lab, tested to be Donna Lee Donaldson's blood. Also fresh blood. It was on the hem of the curtains. It was also splashed on one of his sneakers. The video. She walked in on video. That's why he was trying to get the guy to destroy the video. She walked in on video and nobody never changed the direction. She never walked out. But yet she disappeared. How was she do? Melt into thin air inside of the apartment? Justice Pusey, the judge, also issued a strong warning regarding public commentary and demonstrations surrounding this case. On Monday, he cautioned that statements that were made outside the court or in online vlogs, especially by non-traditional media like we, could improperly influence jurors and may lead to contempt of court or even a mistrial. I don't know why. You're not going to be able to silence everybody who is out here with a camera and a platform and some equipment. You're not going to silence everybody. You can't do it. What the case should be based on is the evidence that you have, not what some guy says on his platform on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever. But I understand what the judge is also saying though, because these jurors are humans. And although they might vet the jury pool and they might say, do you know about this case? And the jurors might say, yeah, but not really. And they say, okay, you will be a good candidate then. Them might have their favorite person that they listen to. So if them tune into SouFLoTV all the time and they're a juror on there, they're going in there thinking him guilty as Ross. So I understand what the judge is saying, but hear me out though, judge. Him guilty as Ross. Him guilty as Ross. Everything points to him guilt. Remember what I said from the beginning, you know. I said y'all gave Vybz Kartel 38 years before eligible for parole, claiming you never found the body, which added another layer of something to it. Because, boy, you could at least give the mother the body if you have a decent funeral and a send-off. So you robbed her of that, so them give him 38. before eligible for parole. I want to see if you do the same for Noel Maitland. With the amount of evidence in this case here, I want to see if you do the same for him. There are a lot of people out there right now who are saying, I never him do it. Him never do nothing to her. But you saying him never do nothing to her no means him never do nothing to her. I'm going strictly off of evidence. Don't know Noel. Don't know Donna Lee. Don't know none of them family. I'm going straight off evidence. And the evidence says he did it. I also said this. The fact that he dismembered Donna Lee to get her out of the apartment because he did have to fit her in the couch. He knows that there are videos around his property, around which part him live. Him knows a video camera work. So him couldn't just stuff her in a some bag and then drag the big black bag them out. You know, it had to look like I was moving the couch because we didn't want to buy one new couch. So I have to get out the old couch. I had to fit her in the couch. I had to dismember her to fit her in the couch. That's why all that blood was there. Fact that that's how it happened, Noel is never going to say where she's at or what he did with her. There's a component to this case where it talks about him being by a mortuary where they do cremation. And y'all remember the manager, owner of that mortuary that came out and said, we don't even do cremation here. And right here, so, remember, for those of you who've been here, and right here, so we pull them up and pull up their address in Jamaica and then went to their website and looked right at their service list, what they do. And cremation was on the list of things they do, services they offer. Yeah, Mel, that too. Who car coach go a car wash? What he did to that body is the reason why he will never say. Because if him happy say, what him do, everybody are gonna be like, what a wicked Ross man. He had to do wicked stuff to that body there just to get rid of it. That's why I know say he's never gonna tell. So members of the traditional press understand their restrictions. When a matter is a jury matter, the court is very careful about acts and statements which may be done, speaking about potential evidence and also things that may lead to trying to influence the jurors. The judge is warning social media personalities like myself and others. The judge is warning the local press, which would be the reporters for Gleaner, Loop, Star, TVJ, you name it. The judge I want everybody to tread lightly because whatever you putting out there could influence the outcome of this case one way or another. Could even potentially lead to a mistrial if people in it start internalizing what you say and take it in there and confusion start, especially amongst the jurors. So therefore, if there are any groups of persons with any particular influence, they need to understand very carefully that the court's position, that sort of thing is not to be done. The comments that you made are not going to be allowed at this stage, is what the judge said. Maitland is represented by attorney Christopher Townsend, Chadwick Berry, Sanjay Smith, and Casey and Kennedy Sherman. Why? May I forgot look into, somebody please help me with this. When you're there at Jamaica, see, and you have like 1, 2, 3, 4 attorneys representing you, are you paying financially for 4 attorneys service? Or do they come with like a package deal like they're from the same firm? So you just pay one set of money to that firm and then the firm puts how many they think needed to handle that case. Because if you pay all them attorney here individually, must have a whole heap of money. Christopher Townsend is a top tier attorney. Me know the film service not cheap. Chadwick Berry, Sanjay Smith, Casey and Kennedy, Sherman. That's 4 attorneys he has. So for those of you all wondering about the Donnelly Donaldson update concerning the Noel Maitland trial, this is where it's at. They're waiting for permission somehow for 3 people to give evidence remotely, meaning they won't be in Jamaica when they do it. They could do it via electronic means. I think. No, baby, it turned out to be fake. Yeah, that turned out to be fake. That was somebody trying to mislead them, mislead the investigation. My wife just came back from the gym. She said, remember they did find Donnelly's credit card. And I said, yeah, that I vetted that part. That turned out to be fake. It was somebody who called that in and was trying to steer the investigation into a different direction, you know? All I'm hoping, man, is just that I saw an article where it says that her mom was there and her mom was recording because she was hoping that Noel would confess. But he didn't. So mom is still hoping. All I can say is we'll continue to follow this case, and I hope that justice is served. If Noel Maitland beat this case, where's a dead man walking? I don't know about all that, you know, because I have them kind of links there. What I'm going to say is if him beat that case here, me, I got to take pen and paper and write out every which way all the causes that they give for that kind of a judgment. Because I've seen cases with way less evidence get convicted. You must remember this. The blue wall. Noel Maitland is a police officer, right? Or he was up until the point where he went into lockup. To me, he still is a police officer. So I believe that there will be people at hand here who are trying to save one of their own, then, if you will. You understand? Mervyn the Point, Jamaica Cursor, he still is until the end of the trial. Until the end of the trial if he's found guilty or innocent, right? So I believe that there will be people who are that's just my belief, that there will be people who are trying to steer this another way so they can save one of their own. Remember, I know this is going to look bad, you know. This is going to look bad for the Jamaica Constabulary Force, you know, because all this is going to be at his conviction is another stamp in the book for people to say, see there, whole heap of them in the corrupt same way. Kill people picnic and don't get charged for it. Him just a one will get catch. But that's something where the whole of them do, or a lot of them do. It's a black eye, so to speak, on the JCF. So don't be surprised if somebody ain't trying to pull some string somewhere to make this one not be the outcome. But I pray that there's justice and real justice is served, so that that mom can at least rest her heart knowing say she got some level of justice for her daughter. Right? All right. Our last topic for the morning now. I love how this is ending because it's light. Our last topic for the morning is, babe, what the name of the artist where Koffee did do the song with? I was Sam Smith? God. All right, so Koffee is back. You know, big rumors did out there at one point that Koffee was pregnant and Koffee started there with a man and all these other kind of things. Let me make my disclaimer first. I don't have no issue with anybody's sexuality. I have never said out publicly or thought that Koffee was gay. This is what people have said, right? Me I clear my way, you know. This is what people have said. Now, with that being said, the video that Koffee did, because she's back now. I'm trying to pull up both of them now. So the video that Koffee did with Sam Smith, coming on, bite my tongue and talk. The video that Koffee did with Sam Smith was done for 2 years ago. It was with Sam Smith, Koffee, and Jesse Reyes. And it was called Gimme, Gimme. Gimme, 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 gimme what I want. You know what's funny? What's funny is I've never listened to that song again from the time when we did talk about it 2 years ago. Time fly. But the hook is so catchy. You see how it just come to me? Gimme, 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 gimme what I want. Give me what I want. So in the video, walk with me good. In the video, there was a part in the video where Koffee was. The video didn't look like a gay people video. Okay, it looked like, you know, when you're gyrating upon girls talking about give me what I want and all that other stuff. You know, you had a lot of people had a lot of stuff to say. My thing is, Koffee don't sing about sex or sing about anything sexual, so I've never been concerned about if she was trying to push some kind of agenda into the Jamaican sphere of things. But a lot of people seem to think that that's what it is, right? I also think, and I've said it, I think after she did that video with Sam Smith that she did kind of get locked off by a lot of people who was highly supportive of her before and highly vocal about their support for her before. I think she got locked off after that Sam Smith video. Yeah? Remember, I know, Sam Smith is a kind of person where he's very flamboyant and out. I'm talking about two batty cheeks hanging out. The man wear pants with no batty in the pants. So him whole batty out the door kind of thing. He's super proud of who he is. He is out. Very open BM. So for Koffee to work with him, you know, and people were already saying how masculine she is and she dresses like a boy. And you know, she say, I want like that SouFlo. Yeah, them just a nice thing because she win Grammy, but she very much into girls, you can tell and whatever. The Sam Smith video didn't make it any better. Right? So I think people did back off of Koffee, the artist, the brand. I think people backed off of it for a minute. It was like, you know what? Me I chill off a Koffee car right now. We not too depend what she depend. Well, the other day I saw a snippet of new project to come, and I ain't gonna lie, it was fire. Just the piece of the clip that I saw was fire, and I was like, damn, Koffee is coming back. See it there? Me I go watch the video over here so with no sound, cause me I go keep talking to you. The new project. Yeah. The new project that Koffee has out now. Yeah. So I'm watching the video. The new project that Koffee has out now, I haven't pulled the video up for that yet. I'm loving it. I'm loving the Koffee video. I'm loving the creativity of it. I'm loving all of what may I see out of that video there. This video though that I think did some harm to her. If you sit and you watch it, it was definitely that vibe. You know, and she's telling the girl about gimme what I want. And the girl is gyrating in front of her, and the girl is dressed very sexy while she is dressed. And look, girls and girls are in a closet kissing, tongue exchanging. See them there again in the video. And then Sam, of course, in the video is being himself there. And the girl, them were exchange tongue. They are exchanging the tongue very openly, and them show it in a multiple scenes, you know. And then there's Koffee, who's pretty much dressed like a guy, and then she has these girls around her, and she's doing all this stuff like gimme what I want, give me what I want. And if I look through the whole video, I don't see any guys dancing with girls. I see guys who are girls and girls on girls. Koffee, I went upon a girl. Yeah, I definitely think this video did some harm to her. You know, here's the thing about our culture, right? Even when people say to you, right, I don't really care where you're in. I'm not disputing your sexual identity and anything like that, right? I just love your music. People will say that to you. Just like how people said to Aisha and I say, big up yourself, Ishi, I love that song there and this, that, and the other. But when you hear like, shove your cocky in my nose and this and like, where are you going to listen to that song at? You know, it now gonna resonate with people eyes, you know. This video now gonna resonate with the average Jamaican eyes, and this video and songs like those ain't gonna resonate with the average person's spirit either, right? Cause them are gonna be like, what kind of frig was she sing? What kind of foolishness she sing? By the way, Missy Aishana, she's out there. She's around Vibes Cartel. I just think randomly I'll squeeze this in there. She's around Vibes Cartel a lot. You're around a hit maker. Aishana, you have all the bells and whistles, right? Good artists. You can go super far. You're around a hit maker. You're around an icon. Aishana, you. Now get back to Koffee. Aishana, you're the around Cartel. Please write some good song and try get some good material out of this. All right? You can do it. You can do it. And then your career will be on a whole nother level, right? I'm just saying. Because if me and Cartel did do a song and I got a chance to do a song with a Vibes Cartel, I would make sure it was a song of substance. I wouldn't go for slackness and controversy. I would more go for a song that I know they could sing around the kids. Them can play it at birthday parties. Them can play it at family reunion gatherings. Them can play it around at the churchyard. Them can play it. You know, see how Cartel have, well, today is a new day. Give thanks for life. All praises to the Lord, me bless and me sanctify. Yeah, you need to go for one of them kind of song there. Now make them stress me. Me a whole of vibes. Trust me, if you do it, you're going to see how far it go. Yeah, so nobody got so much for the shoot the hood in my nose hole. And I'm like, when I heard it, I was like, how the hell, whose nose hole does a hood fit in? Or whose hood is fitting in whose nose hole? Or what kind of writing this? Or who the hell did tell yourself you left this part of the song? When you did a recording, nobody never in the studio for say take out the part, yeah. Put in something else. You know, how that didn't make it this so. And then I thought, what a waste of opportunity. And I'm saying that from a loving place. Aishana. Yeah? Back to Koffee now. Don't waste on opportunities when you get them people. Lightning rarely ever strikes twice in the same place. You know what I mean? All right. You take stuff for granted what you have now and years roll off down the road and things ain't like it used to be anymore, and then you're sitting there thinking, damn, I should have this, I could have that, and if I did just do this when I was then, I would have. I'm just saying. I'm trying to give some good constructive criticism here. I'm a fan of Ashana. I'm a big fan of Ashana. I like the song with Ashana do with the one where it stir up my boy the head. You know, where she basically was saying, you can't expect me if you do that, and if you not do this, you know, it's this for that. I don't know which song me I talk already. Yeah, in the nose nans. Yeah. When say you look for your face, I try to figure it out. Yeah, go and figure it out there. I think that song with Sam Smith kind of turned a lot of us off from Koffee. Ain't gonna lie. But she took a break, and the break was well needed. And remember, Koffee was really, really young. She took a break. The break was well needed. You're out there in the world. You're trying to appease a lot of people. At the same time, you're trying to grow your fan base to an international level beyond the borders of just Jamaica. Yeah. So your record company are telling you, people, management, I say, yo, let's do us. We have this on the table. We have this person that is willing to fly you out to this place and do this, and their audience is like 50 million, and you'll be able to access that level and this and that, and you are running a different direction because all you want is to be successful doing what you love to do. And then, ouch, you cross a little line there where your grassroots people them no resonate with, and it costs you. It costs you a minute you have to go sit down. So you know what, I move too fast, but me take a break. A lot of stuff's been happening. Out the gate, win Grammy, start tour down the place, hot songs here, there. Let me chill for a minute. And she did. She chilled for a minute, and she come back with the track that's called Koffee. The track that's called Koffee now is more braggadocious, I would say. Right? It's more braggadocious. It's more. See, Sam Smith has 16.8 million subscribers on YouTube. I'm guessing Koffee only has a few million. But let's find Koffee. Well, I want to talk about our new song, no man, and new video, or have you all not seen it? It did 150K in 21 hours. Me see somebody said this morning, Koffee can't trick we. Me see the rainbow something in our hairstyle. Did y'all know that the rainbow didn't have nothing to do with LGBTQ or being gay or anything? And for them, rainbow is different from the actual rainbow. Me did just learn that not too long ago. The colors are arranged differently. But when me say rainbow, me just say rainbow. And the rainbows actually mean new beginning. See? And in the song that Koffee has, there's a part where she says something about, I left that in the cemetery, that part of me is dead. May I watch a video right now as me I talk to you? As I'm talking to you, I'm watching the video right now of her new song. The numbers will probably climb over the week, but out the gate, just so you know, say no lie, me I tell, see it there. And the video me there, I sit down and watch as me I talk to you. I love the song. I love the song. I love the lyrical wordplay. I love the confidence. I love the she's growing. She's maturing, which is a natural step in life, right? She's more comfortable in her space now. It has a bit of a braggadocio in it. It's almost like she rapping too, though. A lot of Yankee talk in there, which tells me she's been spending a lot of time overseas. Me I watch the hand them, me say she throw up like middle finger somewhere in there too. Kinda tell me that she's like coming out of that shell. Koffee still wear braces? She's still wearing braces. And I love the part where she said, some call me Makeda, but I'm still Koffee when me wake up. Me no need no makeup. Get into the paper. So she still keep it natural. She's still in her ambiguous dressing. Nothing too different. But I'm loving the flow on this song. I think the song is fire. I think the song is bad. Babe, you hear Koffee new song? Yeah, I think the song is bad. Here's the thing about it. If you're an artist, you can't be like everybody else. I said this before. If you're like everybody else, people are going to say you're boring. They're going to say, you look like everybody else, so me know. Right? So obviously, if Koffee didn't ever do this kind of music and come out in a tight clothes and show a body cheek or too much legs or whatever, we have 1 million different girls already who does just that in dancehall and reggae music. Who do just that already. Right? Let me see. She is who she is. Her style is hers. I don't think she want to be known as some sexy body chick or some girl where overly sexual. I think she just want her music to speak for itself. Our Koffee looks like the type of artist that is very much into flows and switching up the flow and being creative with the flow and how she writes and how she spit the words that she writes and that kind of stuff. She look like she really into that part of the music as opposed to the other side of. I know some artists them can't really sing and them can't really rap or dance or nothing. You know, them just dress skimpy and shake ass. And it sells. It sells. But I don't think she has to do that. She can put on a bunch of clothes and make you pay attention to the music instead of attention to her legs and her body, etc. It's her life, let her live it. Some of us is just a bunch of hypocrites, says Sandra Ellis. And then Tataja Empress says, exactly. She stands out and she stands out as a conservative. Right. And Lulu Ridges says, she better use our wares now. You're not young and giddy forever. She better use our wares. What wares? Yes, the song has a hip-hop feel. And King Big says this song has a hip-hop feel and the way that she have a laid-back style is fire. Kataja Empress says she looks mature and confident. She does. She does. Did you know that Sketta Burrell was in Kalani's After Dark video? No? I didn't know that. I don't even follow Kalani. I was going to ask you who the hell is that? Me know, me just discovered her, I think, yesterday or day before yesterday. I saw some come down my time feed where they have on one little crop top something and show all her belly and sitting. Yeah, that. I like that Kataja Empress said she stands out and she stands out as a conservative. I like that. She's tough. Here's what I'm going to encourage y'all to do because I can't play it. Well, you know what? We should play it because we can actually cut it off at the end of this video. So let me say this before we go. It's the end of this video, right? And what we're going to do now at the end of this video is end this live. So go with God, walk good, like my granny Miss Ruby right over me right here, so say, she said be good. If you can't be good though, be careful, but it's best to be good. And my grandfather, Mas Clevie, her husband, right there beside her, him said, I will see you tomorrow if God spare my life. I'm going to play the whole Koffee song. I'm going to get a copyright infringement for it, but I'm going to edit it and cut it off at the end so we don't get a copyright infringement that sticks with us. But me want the whole of if you listen to it together. If you hear it and you like it, respond by fire emojis or just say no. All right? I really want to hear what the audience feel about this new Koffee project. For me, I think she is back. And I think she is back stronger than before. And I'm loving it. But that's just me. Hold on there. We might have different taste in music, but that's just me. Seeing? All right. So here we go. And there's a whole video to it. So you have to go what? You have to go see the whole. Matter of fact, let's do this. Let's pull it up on Yasso. Song and video. And we're going to play it. And me done say my goodbyes already till we meet again. So we just have to make sure we play the song. All right. Boom. Koffee. Off Yasso. Koffee. Brr. All right. It's called Koffee. Give me this back. Fire emojis are no. And I'm playing all of it because I'm going to cut out back all of it. All right? All right. Here we go.
Lose the right weight the right way.
I don't know, so the commercial, them have to run and all these things. Skip the commercial.
Street full of mess.
Whoa, hold up. I think, hold up. I feel like that song here need a pen and paper review. This is the lyrics. Hold on, let me take it back from the top one more time. I might have to go get out my pen and paper for this. Right. I will be seeing you tomorrow if God spare me life. I'm just about to tell you, explaining herself, her style, telling us, yes. Wait there. Jay Robinson says, I was just about to tell you it need a pen and paper review. She's explaining her style. She's telling us don't try to study her. She confusing us, LOL. I'm going to break it down differently when we do the pen and paper. But it deserves a pen and paper, and we're going to do a pen and paper. Right? I see a whole lot of fire emojis, and I like that. Not too old to appreciate still. It's a hard no, says Lulu Ridges. I love these artists, just original and so refreshing, says Chris H. Hashtag UK tuned in. Big up yourself, Chris. Thank you for being here. My head a little bit, says Audrey, right? All right. See y'all tomorrow, right here. God spare my life. Manners and respect. Blessings. Go with God. I'm out. Peace.